Jacob told us to watch this documentary called Swiped on HBO.
Yeah.
That I put on last night. I think I made it about as far as Jacob. Dan, you watched it today?
I did 2 breaks because I watched 16 minutes of it, and then Mike and Katie forced me off so they could watch 90 Day Fiancé, which I gladly watched with them. You know, I'm not going to lie. And then today when I was eating lunch, I put it on for like 20 minutes. And I got past where you guys did.
Yeah, 35 minutes in or so. We all made it about the same way.
Yeah, it's tough.
Where I had to go, I looked at Christina and went, I can't anymore. I know we're going to do a whole pre-record on it. I could already tell that. But I can't. People are so stupid.
Yeah. We'll get to it. It's going to be next week. It's going to be our Lost Tapes next week.
If you'd like to watch it at home, it's called Swiped on HBO.
Yeah, if you have
it's a
HBO,
documentary. Watch it, and we'll give you the, what do you call it, the fight companion.
Let's play the trailer.
Sure.
Will that give away too much?
No.
There's a couple characters that we're really gonna...
Just the whole concept behind people making this dramatic.
Yeah. It became so easy. Why wouldn't you do it?
There you go. There's the map.
Yeah, there he is. You're like, ugh.
They like, no fat women, no black, only 18 to 25.
There's just people on their
These are
phones.
started by boys. They're not men, they're boys. That's why it is the way it is.
All the guys, they're looking for that night hookups.
Most of your Tinder dates get physical real quick.
Yeah, bro.
I'm so caught up in
Dude, I can't wait for our fake Tinder hangouts where we talk about how much pussy we got on a stupid app.
By the way, I love their
Dude,
complaints.
I just walked out of there like a snail. I just had cum dripping off me.
It's like a slug.
A slug.
Someone pour salt on me. Dry it up.
I gotta dry this up. I got all this PJ all over me, and I ain't talking Pearl Jam Whiskey. He got in some. He got in some. He got in some. We're tech guys.
How about PJ? You're not supposed to meet people for long-term relationships on
It's fucking dumb.
on fucking your phone.
Well,
You're supposed to meet people
smell
in the
them.
world.
Smell each other.
But I mean, you should meet in the world. I think meeting on the computer for pure fucking or the phone makes total sense to me.
Great.
That's what it makes sense for. I'm not saying people don't meet each other and fall in love and ever. I live with my girl. You know what I mean? Like,
What about Louvre?
I just don't know.
I would love to do that, but I think that's impractical. I think most people, this is how they meet now.
Well, guys,
I don't think it's...
listen, you're right.
It's unromantic, put it to you that way. But.
Sure, and I'm not saying they do, but the girls in the documentary, their big complaint seems to be, their big complaint seems to be like, guys in this thing just want to fuck, they don't want to date. Like, well, then just go out in the world, lady. Or go on a site that doesn't say that. Or if a guy says, come over tonight, let's hang out.
But you're getting the point.
No.
Yeah. And we're going to cover that in the whole
we'll get all to it.
Because this, it's
anyway, I'm wound up.
It is. Because it's an infuriating documentary. We don't need to watch any of the trailer. Yeah. It really is one of those things where you watch it and you start to get angry. And you're like, I need to talk to someone about this. And that's why it's like, we have a radio show where we could just watch it and shit on it.
I got hot. A 100% feminine female woman who's pretty tells us that she's not a woman or a man. She's born a woman, but she is something else. Mm-hmm. And that's why she is non-binary, whatever. And it made me almost headbutt my TV. You are a girl.
She figured out how to
You're
just
a girl,
be
you psycho.
Like straight girl and somehow identify as trans.
But she didn't figure out how. You could just say, everybody wants to be a
really
thing.
Dumb, guys,
this could be a whole argument.
I know who you're talking about.
But I'm just going to say,
everybody wants to be a fucking thing.
And we'll play that clip.
I'm
because what I want to be,
I'm whatever.
What I want to be is the owner of a large floppy-eared bunny. Jacob brought up the documentary because you said there was this one dude in particular that you fucking hated.
Yeah.
It made him stop jerking off.
Yeah. He jerks to dogs. I love knowledge. Knowledge makes me full.
I get off on documentaries.
Oh, man. When someone drops a fact I don't know about, watch out.
As I mentioned before, you hear his guitar, his soulful guitar before you actually
you didn't tell me
through most of his interview.
And let me explain this. You didn't tell me that until I asked. The reason I texted you and asked is because you said you hated this guy so much. And about minute 5 minutes in, 5 minutes and 45 seconds in, you meet a guy where I'm like, oh, this is the guy that Jacob hated.
Me too.
And it's not him. So why don't you play the
same
clip?
thing. I was like, everyone's so hateable in this. Yeah. The women are the stupidest gaggle of broads I've ever seen in my life.
Well, they really just lament on something where you're like, you're walking into this. You're choosing this. It's all about sex on these things.
Christine, you're rolling your eyes. Are you agreeing or rolling your eyes? Or are you looking like you disagree with me? I mean, we were pretty on the same page watching it.
No, we are. They're just all kids. They're all stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it's all kids, and then they
just wait. There's a group of guys that I can't wait for Christine to see.
Christine's wearing her fucking Blanche Golden Girls cape today, so she's like, these young girls, I don't know, they're just giving it away. I don't know. In my day, it was different. A man would take you dancing to the ballroom in the supper club.
I wish I made the worst mistakes before dating apps.
Yeah, you looked like Blanche when you were a kid. You were the Blanche of the neighborhood.
You'd always be Blanche. All right, let's go to this documentary. This is the first guy that just fucking... I thought this was the guy that Jacob hated.
To activate ancient biological parts of our behavior as we use the internet and as we
this guy's got a lot. I like this guy.
Does suggest as a platform. It is totally novel. It is totally unprecedented.
Here he is. 40 million Americans use online dating. Go to 6 minutes in.
I'm missing out.
Ages 8 to spend an estimated 10 hours a week on dating apps. Pause it. Lou, before we get to this guy, Lou,
let's jump in.
How much hours?
Jump into the dating app world. Let's just see what's out there for us.
Hold on. Lou Witzke, you would say you spend about 10 hours a week?
Easily.
10 hours a week talking to your Olgas and your...
I'm horny!
I
watch him spend 4 hours a day.
Fertile Lou Witzke. Jacob, are you on dating apps?
Yeah.
Do you spend 10 hours a week?
10 hours. I spend I swipe a lot.
Swiping. Swiping Lou and swiping Jacob.
These guys describe it as, and I can see that becoming like a thing for sure, because at a point, and only one girl acknowledges it, but you're keeping 7 conversations going at once.
It's exhausting. I do not know how the fuck you guys do it, because that was the thing.
And each one, you probably, how much everyone would check out right away when they'd see how much in a thing like that you'd copy and paste. No, not much, just hanging out, looking for some fun. Push, copy.
My question to Black Lou is, how upset that you're out of the game with this? How much dating app time did you get in? Because I feel like you would just dominate in the dating game.
I mean, it was fun, but it was like this in the sense of where we really were just talking to hook up. Yeah. And then after that, we'll see what happens, but... Normally, this shit is just for hooking up.
You think it's just purely for hooking up?
It's what it should be for.
But I think long term, it does kind of hurt your looking, like how you look for people.
I mean, when I got off dating apps, there was just kind of this thing of like, fuck, I am alone. And I got to meet people. And then I was just, I don't want to date someone that's in comedy, because for me, it's just a thing.
But you'll meet people.
But you do. And then you do.
You're probably going to meet somebody.
The girl I'm dating, I met just, I just met her. I was just like, oh, fuck, hi, nice to meet you. Cool, let's hang out. And then we hung out.
But was it after a comedy show?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. But it doesn't.
But I never. It was the thing.
Well, you should open your mind to that.
Yeah.
That's an important thing.
But it was just a thing.
That's a weird thing to cut off.
Well, she approached me in the right way, where she was just kind of like, hey, you want to get, like, my friend and I are going to go get food. Do you want to go get food with us? It wasn't like, go out with us. It was like, hey, we're going to get food. It was like an option. Like, do you want to go? And I was like, yeah, I'll go.
The worst is the person that tells you they're like, option. You know what I mean? Like just like the person that comes up after the show, or they try to, like, the negging is what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
And they're kind of like, I thought you were okay, but they're just wanting you to talk to them because I thought you were okay. And it's like, all right.
Dude,
but that'll never win me over. I'm already so insecure. Because I thought it was okay. If she's thinking I'm going like, ooh, this girl's playing coy, I'm like, what a fucking bitch. Who says that to somebody?
I had the same thing in Philadelphia.
Christina will be there because she goes, that girl likes you. She's like trying to think. I go, really? Because I want to fight her. Dude, why is she attacking the one thing I think I am pretty good at?
When I was in Philly, this girl goes, I guess you are funny. And I was like, did I not do well? And then I was like, fuck, I don't know. That crowd's, fuck, I gotta write more.
It probably 99% of the time means they want to fuck you.
And she
goes, 99%.
And then she was sitting there and she goes, I'm thinking I'm hilarious. I was thinking I should do stand up. And immediately I'm like, I don't want to be around you for another half a second. I want to get the fuck out of here.
That girl can't believe she had to go home and frig her clit. She couldn't believe it that night. She was like, this is going to work.
It was one of the things where I was like, that's so offensive on so many levels, that she was just like, I guess you're funny.
I don't get it. I don't get that at all.
Fuck you. What? I hate myself. That's why I don't go on Twitter. I already hate myself enough to not go on Twitter and feel bad. You know what I mean? Like Shane had this weird thing where I was just during a long silence, we were driving from fucking Tempe to Tucson, and I just go, I suck. And he's like, what? And I go, I just suck. I was just thinking of that show last night and I fucked up. And he's like, you're a psycho. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a psycho enough that I don't need to be online. I don't need people piling on top of me.
Oh, if you ever see me, Christine, if you ever walk in and see my socks and shoes dangling from a fucking, dangling from the ceiling on a tight beam, I promise you on the laptop, Reddit is open.
It really is, man.
Why don't you just kill yourself? Well, if 18 people are saying I should kill myself, they must be right.
But you know what's funny is
a lot of people.
When we were at Monday Night Raw and that guy behind us was like, Opie and Anthony read it. What do you think about it? It's like, I don't want to go near that thing. Because even if there is like I think he's alright, that won't stabilize any of the fucking cougars.
That guy's about to get pounced on.
Yeah.
Not only does that guy suck, now you suck too. You're probably fat in Indianapolis and blah, blah, blah.
And you're like this and you go, you want to write him a message, you go, hey, we're in this together.
He goes, thanks for saying nice things about me.
I know I'm stupid and I hate it too. But
right now I'm holding a curling iron and I'm sitting in a tub.
But give me
3 reasons why I don't drop this thing.
But that's what this documentary does bring up that's interesting, is that a lot of the times, and this is something that reflects the internet, that Meek and maybe what somewhat would be guys that wouldn't engage aggressively, the internet removes a lot of these things so they can engage very aggressively.
Yeah, then you show up, though, and are a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, or you're this guy. Let's now get into this fucking dude that I thought was Jacob's hateable guy, but he turns out he's Jay and I's hateable guy. Looks a little like Ryan Gosling. His furry chest infuriates the fuck out of me.
His whole thing sucks asshole.
Oh, man, V-neck t-shirt. What a dickwad. Bracelet. Hey, what's up? He's taking pictures of what is that? The Kindle, and putting it on Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's just reading some.
Just reading. Just learning.
Just some Tolstoy.
Learning, living
in the park. If a girl is like very
Daniel, hate the name.
Simply attractive, then that
he has eyes that can fall asleep.
That's a swipe right. If there are like 3 girls and some of them are moderately,
you know what happened with this guy though? What this guy he's got in his life? 8 Christines that fucking follow him around constantly.
You think so? He's just got a bunch of
I don't even know the guy, but I'm saying this is probably the guy that you puppy dogged around. It's like this kind of thing. It's like some pretty dude who's just like obliviously, but acts oblivious. But this guy's the same thing. He acts oblivious. He's like, I don't even know. Everything's so difficult. It's like, dude, you're getting laid, you fucking fruit. Dude, shut up.
And he's doing the thing where he's going like this. He's like, I mean, he's just so nonchalant about it. If a girl's beautiful, I'll swipe. If it's 3 girls, I'll have to look into it. That's why I thought this was the guy you hated.
Usually what'll happen is I'll go through.
I hate you.
And if I see a girl that I think is really attractive, swipe right. And if we match, then I go through and then I look at your profile. Because I don't know, you can't really send like a chat up line without anything to go off of.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
I love the even playing.
Let me show you. I'm just going to freewheel it right now. This is me just kind of like freestyling. Hold on.
I love the even playing field of the electronic nature of it though, because this guy is in a thing with a girl. He's one of his 7 conversations with some girl. Where he's like, I don't know, maybe we can like hang out. I like to go watch local music a lot if you want to go check out something like that. And then she goes, boy, that does sound fun. Then she clicks over to the next screen and it's Lou going, you ever get railed on a Keiko blanket?
How do you feel about smoking inside?
And you, by the way, you have just as equal a shot of the girl going like, I guess I'm not doing anything. That's pretty close. He's close by.
Sounds pretty fun. I mean, Keiko blankets are very high quality.
And this guy has to shave straight down to the top of his like chest.
Oh, dude, there's no way he doesn't shave his neck.
Is he one of those Mexican wolf boys?
Wolf boy! He's on Donahue.
Yeah.
What if I told you a wolf boy found love?
I shaved down and everything's been pretty dope.
Evan's pretty sweet. I waxed my arms every morning.
Things are pretty thick mellow.
How are you having fun in our old house?
Yeah, hey, you mind putting the spotlights through the window? Great.
Oh, cool.
We
never did that.
You guys do me a favor. Can you open it all up and make it as uncomfortable as possible?
You guys just want to piss all over the walls and maybe wipe your ass with a bonfire sticker?
Oh. Hey guys, do you mind maybe the fog show and the laser light thing when the DJ comes in there? I'm gonna grit at these fucking LL Cool J motherfuckers. I don't give a shit.
Well, let this handsome man whisk you over his arm.
It really looks like she's got this kind of ambiguous profile.
She's 18?
Is she? I'm 22. They all blend together at some point.
Oh, this is him meeting
You want to go to a pontoon boat?
This is him meeting a girl just for lunch, for coffee.
She's the 18-year-old, right?
Yeah. She's hot.
Sorry, traffic was super.
Yeah, it's bad time. Do you want coffee?
Sure.
Where do you work?
I work at an Italian restaurant.
Nice.
I'm a waitress.
Yeah.
By the way,
Black Lou's giving the hands of like, what, is he in?
He's a dick.
Yeah.
She just opened the door for him.
Wait, play that back. I didn't notice that. Oh, dude, you're such a charmer.
I would notice that too.
He's 18?
Is she?
Is she? Oh, crazy.
They all blend together.
Dude, no, it's crazy.
Yeah. Wait, what app am I on? Okay. There's some they're not 18.
But I tell you what, I get anxiety thinking about this happening. Sitting in a place.
That hug?
She walks up. And then you're just like, all right, so let's start. What do you do?
That's the best part. That's the excitement.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
She did open the door for him. What a knob.
Like a bunch of cats and chickens.
He's like, that's great. I'm a little light on cash. Can you pick this up?
Totally, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Anyways, I was thinking I'd finish on your tits or maybe like on your butt if I'm doing it from behind.
Have you ever heard of a Roman soldier helmet?
Okay, so
you gotta try it.
Oh, my God. You know what I love is eating sponge cake after I spoink on you.
Hey, let me check. Hey, look at my watch. Can you read this time? He's got his dick wrapped around his wrist.
Crazy.
Do that thing. I'm just kidding.
I'm like if a Land's End catalog wanted to fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh man, so whenever I'm in a new class and it's like, what's your fun fact? My fun fact is always that I'm related to Pocahontas.
I hate you.
Yeah, that's an aside. And the other one is that I helped birth a goat on a farm once. And
if I was sitting at the table next to him, go, I don't know who the fuck you are, but I hate you. I hate you for everything that you possess inside of your head.
Not me, and Christine will support this. I'm all action when I get that angry. I'd box his ear and make him sit there doing that thing with his jaw for the 10th hour.
I think that guy in the gloves popped my eardrum.
I think I just perforated my eardrum. Oh, that's going to be 3 weeks.
He goes, this is a fun fact. My dad, I'm related to Pocahontas, but that's an aside.
Wow, that guy really got me, huh?
He goes, I'm sorry, I couldn't help but notice saying you're related to Pocahontas. Just wanted to let you know that this is actually native land.
She's my grandniece.
Yeah. And, for white man with steel eyes, lies of being related to the great Pocahontas.
Like, no, what I mean is like, I relate to her.
Oh, no. I related to the animated movie. I'm John Smith, like I'm the product of when John Smith raped her when she was 15, and he's all, I don't really know if you know that story.
Read a book.
You bring great dishonor to me and my people.
What's with Tonto over here, am I right?
You're a real asshole. Hey, lady, don't sleep with him.
Oh, this guy plays like some shitty instrument to like a hand accordion.
Yeah. He goes, do you want to hear me? Do you want to hear me wail on my ukulele?
I picked this up in my travels to Tibet.
Do you know, actually, there's a word in Hawaiian that means both sunrise and love. Anyways, I learned this on one of the small islands. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. They said I was the only haole allowed to hang out there. I fucking hate this guy. I'm going to fucking start punching stuff.
Oh, he's in a place that has a sign that says dogs allowed, which already annoys me.
Yeah.
They don't have a dog.
Go back a little bit, just for him to go aside. Yeah, there you go.
Birthing a goat.
36.
That's my real deals.
Lived on a farm.
Totally, yeah. That makes sense.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, goats are on farms. I thought you lived on the side of a mountain and you're just like, gross.
Dopeness.
So whenever I'm in a new class and it's like, what's your fun fact? My fun fact is always that I'm related to Pocahontas.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Yeah, that's an aside. And the other one is that I helped birth a goat on a farm once, and they named the goat after me.
That's very
I wish we could take lines from the show.
And then that goat actually became what they fucked during the winter months.
I wish me and Dan could take alternating lines in the show, or even maybe it would be fun to have Lou and Jacob do it, like bring in girls from Sirius XM or something to come and sit down here and just try those like speed dating lines. Just give those exact same things. Just fun fact about me, I birthed a goat.
Fun fact about me, I am related to Jack Daniels.
I think
but that's an aside.
It's always Pocahontas. I'm related to Pocahontas. You go, how so? He goes, I don't know. DNA.com.
It'd be better if you fucked it up though. You go, I am related to Mulan.
I'm Tonto's great grandnephew.
I don't think that's real, dude.
Tonto's not a real person, I don't think. Roy Rogers, read a book.
God, fucking learn your life. Anyways.
His hair, his extraordinarily long pieces of side hair make me want to fucking Shaggy 2 dope him off a stage.
Yeah. Here, I mean, I think there's a little bit more of them.
Your puppy.
Her name is Maya.
Nice.
Named after Maya Angelou.
That's what I was
Honestly, I hate the chick, too. I hate the chick also.
You named your cat after Maya Angelou? What are you understanding about Maya Angelou? Like, oh, wait, you're applauding it? Well, that's your in. You saw your in. You just saw the way a running back sees an open hole. You were like, in a minute.
Can I tell you what I see with that when she says that? She goes, I named my cat after Maya because I love spending time with my cat in between writing angry letters to comedic organizations, and
I usually bother Comedy Central 3 to 4 times a week about how they're not, how they're just racist and bad and misogynistic.
I like to scream for free speech and then at the same time yell at everybody for saying anything.
Yeah, I'm real big on like, you know, like you should respect what I have to say, but then like I don't respect anything anyone else has to say. It's kind of like the way I live my life. It's pretty sick. And he goes, nice. Yeah. Nice. He's just sitting over there going, okay. Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. God damn, I am about to come in my pants.
I'm just like, in my world, it's just, I'm one of those girls like, you better not fucking touch me at all, and don't judge me for being a raging slut.
Yeah.
But also, don't touch me or even ask me out.
He goes,
but don't judge me because I suck all the dicks.
He goes, totally.
I mean, what, you're like,
totally.
He's like,
fun fact.
I'll be honest
with you. I have had sex and also never had sex.
And one of them eventually goes like, I can't feel the right side of my face. Is it drooping? Am I having a stroke?
Oh, God. All my contradictions are making my brain lock up.
I'm not really a cat person, but I love cats. She's like, I understand that.
I'm going to say whatever I was going to say. I'm not listening to this conversation. And he just goes, nice. Agreement, green light.
She's like, I'm also a painter. I didn't say, wait, did I? Am I a painter?
Are we painting?
I mean, I'm an artist. I don't know if it's so much paint. Right, me too. Dude, I don't know if I'm really good at anything, but I do it all.
Fucking says that about art. Keep playing it.
Any art or?
No, I think that, this is going to sound super pretentious and lame, but I think I'm like an artist. I just don't make a lot of art.
Yeah.
I hate you. I hate you. I mean, that is pretentious and lame. Why would you say it? Stop it.
He goes,
stop yourself from saying that.
Why don't you come over later and I'll paint a Pollock on your butt.
He's just a coxman, and all of his jokes lead to sex. He goes, I wouldn't say I'm really an art, but you put my tongue in between your legs to see what I'm talking about.
He goes, I'm a psychology major. Maybe I'll lay a little Rorschach test on your chest later.
I don't make a lot of art, but I like art.
I'm an artist, but I don't make really much art.
What does that mean?
Probably never has to use that line. He gets laid after the goat thing.
Yeah, he's like, God damn. He goes, no one's taking me this deep in the fight.
Yeah, he goes, man, I am reaching down. I'm in the cargo pockets now.
He goes, I'm in some real deep water. I didn't know she was going to take me here.
Ooh, he goes, I'm going to have to go in the pocket in my ruse.
He goes, what used to work in high school? I'm an artist, but I don't make art. God damn, usually the goat thing is I'm fucking knee deep.
That is so esoteric.
Oh my God. I am liberal, but also extremely conservative with language. It's odd.
I understand.
Do the 10-second refresher after you hit play so we really can hear him knob it up again. There he is.
Art or?
No, I think that, this is going to sound super pretentious and lame, but I think I'm like an artist. I just don't make a lot of art.
Yeah.
So I have to come to my
fucking... Yeah. No, don't even say another word. Don't even explain it.
Oh my God. You do that too? I'm an artist too.
I'm an artist that doesn't make art.
They're all fake artists.
Yeah. Oh my God. I work at a bank too. And then just fucking stare at a wall.
All the right answers. Do you love dogs? I fucking love dogs. You have to just love every dumb thing that's new now.
He goes, he's like, I'm not an artist, but I go on YouTube and I criticize them.
I want to make a Tinder profile so I can say things like, I think EDM's a bunch of noise. Just like old man crotchety things in your profile.
Dude, I told you what I wanted.
I don't like a lot of lights. I like my music loud and classic.
Ooh, sleeping in is a real treat. And then the one that I told Vecchione, I think I've said that what I wanted to put on my profile originally was, I'm here for conflict, emotional, physical. That was going to be one of my other one was going to be Dan. 35. If cornered, I will.
I have impossible standards of cleanliness.
Yeah. Ooh, real broken toy over here.
I cry just as much as I scream.
Dan, welcome to chaos. Like it's a MySpace profile. Welcome to chaos.
He goes, a woman who wants to be with me is going to have to learn how to walk between the raindrops of my fury.
Oh, dude. I want to alternate.
I have a lot of unsorted issues.
I want to start
to deal with that.
I want to start uncapitalized, but then alternate between lowercase and capitalized, and just have it say "Welcome to the chaos."
I love the idea of honest dating profiles.
Oh my God.
Like everybody actually just has to lay all their shit out.
I'll never hit you, but you're gonna think I'm going to a lot.
Welcome to Flinchtown.
Welcome to Flinch City, bitch.
You better get ready at death and jabs.
Are you gonna hit me? Like, no, but I want to.
Prepare to have an offensive voice mocking you be shot back in your face.
If you want to keep all of your prized possessions, don't tell me how much they mean to you, or I will break them.
Oh man! All right, let's see what fucking Bizarro Dan.
Excellent. Hey, I'll text you. Thanks for meeting me.
Oh, thank you.
Oh God, you hug good.
Sure.
He hugged her like he wasn't in.
He's not in.
Hold on, let's see. He says it.
Hey, dude, what are you doing? Like, have you guys had dates where you go and you like the conversation's good, but you know it's not going to go anywhere? It was kind of like that.
Oh, this fucking round table of cunts.
And to progress the conversation into something more like intimate or like sexual or something, it just never really happened.
Wait, so he's waiting. So you thought your fucking I'm an artist but not an artist was going to lead to her like, so I like love to just suck cock like all the time. That's all I want to know.
He's like, really? I enjoy boat shoes with no socks.
Of course he has dad shoes with no socks. Of course all of them do.
Lavender fucking shirt. What a jag.
Dude, I would love to take an Easton to fucking all these guys. Just walk in swinging like it's a fucking punk.
This conversation, they would never be like, dude, pull up a chair. I'm like, no.
Yeah. If I were their neighbor.
Oh, Jay, pull up a chair. Fuck off.
If I was their neighbor, I'd try to thumb the hose of my fucking, I'd try to thumb the top of my hose to spray them. Like, my old neighbor Dan's out in his lawn. I'm like,
oh, with their mugs. Yeah, and he's going to go, Soder, watch, man, my French roast.
Mr. Soder, watch out. I go, you're lucky I can't have a gun anymore. You're lucky the state of Texas took away my gun.
Dude, this whole crew is a foot stomp away from being ended in a physical situation that could break out.
Oh, dude, I feel like a flying jump kick would take two in the middle out.
Look at these four boys having together. Christine, would you walk by this and be like, I'm fucking one of them four? I mean,
I'm not going to lie. If I walk by this front yard, I'd go, hey, man, these opiate addicts are really getting their shit together. They're having a meeting.
Oh, see, not me. I think they'd be planning like weird, you know what I mean? It's like, we're going to do the fundraisers so we can finally have prom. Yeah. Then we're going to go to my dad's boat dealership.
Well, let's hear them chop it up about what they think, where they think Daniel's date went wrong, which, by the way, I thought she was nice and agreeable and hot.
She was a cute chick, for sure. She didn't bring cats, which was that's big for me.
That's a big plus in my book.
That's a big for this guy.
Than other people, based on like the first interaction being at a coffee house instead of your house, or hey, meet me at this alley. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is indicative of a different intention. Definitely. Because Eli, I think most of your Tinder dates, take place in the
real quick
in the home. Yeah.
We evolve.
I hate that whole group. Yeah. Hey, Eli, I would say your dates evolve in the bedroom real quick. You know what I'm talking about, broski? Balls to puss. He goes, oh, we call Eli old slaptastic. He goes,
I'm only about 3 sentences away from nuts knocking off her butt.
He goes, all my Tinder dates, I call them applause breaks.
I like, one thing I had a problem with this documentary was because I actually like didn't even have a problem with the Tinder guys. The Tinder guys start to explain, that becomes very interesting. We're going to focus much more, obviously, on the people of this.
Yeah, the people, they bring in the people that created Tinder, the people that created Bumble.
The people that created Tinder are telling you and everyone, in no uncertain terms, they've made this thing to be like a game.
Yeah.
A jackpot game that essentially is led to end in you getting pussy or dick, depending on what you're looking for.
Well,
and the frustration of the people that internet dating has only led to frivolous sex for them is the stupidest fucking argument. Then go meet people in a world where you're not meeting based off of pictures and a fucking dumb blurb about him birthing a fucking goat.
Well,
yes, Dan. I'm sorry, I'm shot out of a cannon.
I know, you get real fired up.
Yes.
I love it. But that was also something on 60 Minutes that this ex-Facebook executive went on 60 Minutes and was like, or he might have been Google. He was like, we're programming it. It's all casino based. Like what they talked about. It's all reward based. And he said Facebook will withhold likes and then give them later, so when you check, you get more of it, because it's like the flood of the dopamine being like, oh, people are paying attention to me and fucking feeding it. And it's fucking super dangerous. But especially when you evolve it in the dating world, and now you're dealing with people's emotions and expectations and like this want to like find someone. There's a lot of lonely ass people out there that really just want to find someone to spend time with in a real way. And these computer guys are like, yeah, no, we got it all wired.
Everyone they speak to in this documentary, everybody grew up with a Center Island. Guaranteed Center Island. And I'm a Center Island kid, and let me say, it's a good life when you have a Center Island. Your guys have an island to fight on. It's a good life.
You can eat your Cocoa Krispies while watching Sports Center.
And we'll get into it, I'm sure, but because they get into the black people say that the internet dating is not set up for them very good at all. And you know why it's not set up for them? Why they're not all? And this is not it's actually a much more of a compliment that black people don't do very well on these dating apps. They don't need it. Black people know how to go out and talk to people and interact and hook up.
Well, what's interesting is
there's just a natural smoothness to the culture and machismo to the culture that I think a guy would feel like a fucking dweeb nonstop doing, unless you're just going like, yeah, I'm going to go fuck a bunch of white chicks. You know what I mean? Like,
but there's
a black guy going, I'm looking for a girlfriend on an app. I think he'd be like, what?
Yeah, but there's an interesting part later in where they start talking to a bunch of gay guys about how Grindr fucked up
their assholes.
Yeah, he goes, we've all had surgery. It's usually step one is surgery, and you get to your butthole.
I'll tell you everything I regret saying more than anything. Tape it up. I'm back in the game.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: when a doctor says you're on the IR, listen to the doctor. But what they said is that they said it's at one point they call it cruising. They're like, cruising's part of the culture. It's part of like the gay culture is like meeting guys and going out and having fun. And they said Grindr fucked it up for a lot of gay guys because they're just at home being like, come over and fuck me.
Yeah.
And gay dudes get it. So they do.
Oh, buddy, Tim Dillon, man, was, he's, you know, and he's not even the guy, he's not like a thin and great shape, like, you know, like overly, you know, he's not like not effeminate and all these things. And like, I think he says like minutes away from somebody going like, sure.
Yeah.
Well,
someone he's attracted to and everything.
Well, the guys are too now with Tinder, and it really is like the thing about all these apps that they get into, all designed by like fucking horny college boys.
Yeah, and they say that, and so they start showing, the CEO of Tinder and other stuff, and he's saying like we created this in college when we were.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
they're like, how do we figure out how to fuck?
To go back to say, me and Christine logged onto that threesome one. It was like it's just almost no response at all. Like a bunch of guys like try, but like it's the girl responses are nil. And that's what it's funny watching the girls get angry at like Tinder and all those, because like they go on there feeling like, well, if I go on the threesome one, I'm just saying I'm coming to fuck and I'm being a bit of a whore. But then they do it a bunch on this and like, what's the thing? It's the same deal.
Yeah.
At least the threesome one's just going like, this is purely to fucking hook up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't understand the playing dumb element of like, oh, well, I thought he invited me to his house and I didn't want to fuck, and being upset about that. It's like, he invited you to his house. Like, you don't know that's a guy. Fuck you.
He don't understand actual dumb.
Well, let's get to the point of the girls that are sitting there. Keep going. Where there's the three girls in the front yard and they're talking. This gets us to two things. It gets us to the women talking about how it's like all sexual. This is the black girl in Ohio talking about dating online.
I think it's go back to these girls.
Yeah, no, there's girls outside where they're talking.
The black chicks are great. I like the one she goes, I have a really hard time. He goes, it's probably your weight. The other one's like, I'm having a really weird time. He goes, you look like a militant black woman. I'm having a very difficult time. And then meanwhile, the guy's like, I'm having a great time. It's very easy. I'm a black guy with flippy floppy hair. I'm just cleaning up and puss.
Yeah. Oh, who's that guy?
A guy who had to create a website to get laid.
And this is them talking about the reward policy of Tinder.
It's casino theory. Yeah, it's the whole
way just like right here. These.
As someone who is female-bodied, I actually don't identify.
By the way,
this is honestly got close to where I turned it off. Yeah, by 29 minutes in, this is about like this woman here. This was like a headbang against the wall for me. I hate it.
10 seconds at back so we can hear the start again.
Again. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Man, go to their whole round table. Their round table was fucking gross.
This is where it starts.
Yeah.
They're in California.
It's a match. It's like jackpot.
Surprise.
Yeah. And then you can do more. Then you unlock the ability to message them.
It's true.
And it feels good. Or you can go back and test your luck again.
Yeah, it's true. Man, it's so weird because, it really is a game.
As someone who is female-bodied, I actually don't identify as a woman or girl. I identify as non-binary, so I am trans in that way.
There's just such bigger problems in the world. Like, there's such bigger things in the world that even waste your time going like, I'm a girl, I'm going to have sex with men, but I want to tell the world I'm like another thing.
Yeah.
I'm a different thing.
That's odd to me is because she
something else.
is saying that, but then all she does is date men and is on this thing and it's like, I don't know. There's a part of me that's like,
I mean, Red Dragon, that's what made the guy a lunatic, was the same exact thing. I'm a dragon, he says. I'm just something else. I know I'm a man, I have a penis, I'm dating a woman. I'm a dragon though. You guys know I'm a dragon? I'm a red dragon. That's literally, she's saying that and you're supposed to go, very brave.
She's a very average straight chick.
Yeah.
She's a very average young straight chick, and that's not popular now.
Yeah.
And I'm not, there are
white.
people
Do you
that
think
are,
she's white? She's a white
people
lady.
that are actual hermaphrodites. There are people that are non-binary, people that are gay.
So the thing that's so frustrating is when you hear these.
Let's watch the rest of this. Lisa's trying to avoid being white.
She's not a lady, piece of shit.
Non-binary.
Although my body is assigned female, I identify more outside of that. I think there's a lot of pressure when you're using it, knowing that people on there, they're like men seeking women, and then you're part of a stack of like women, and that people like the guys.
By the way, nice PBR. I identify her as white garbage, whatever the fuck it is.
No, that's
you're non-binary, but you are very garbage.
She's a Center Island kid trying to be white garbage.
Of course. Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
She doesn't appreciate the Center Island the way I do for my guys and my...
How old is this girl? Go back to that... if you get the timing right, go back to that fucking house. Go back to the house they're in California. Is it going so bad? She's fine. She comes from like something good. She comes from a good family, and she's looking for something to be unique. What makes me different? Mm-hmm. Can't just be the rich girl. That's not going to impress anybody.
Center Island.
Huh?
I'm trying to get that Center Island.
I mean, we all are. Listen, I feel very fortunate to put us with the Center Island. As I said.
I hate the girl next to her, too.
That house isn't that nice. It's just like Santa Cruz. It's like you see Santa Cruz housing.
Oh, never mind. That's totally cool.
Oh, so fuck everything you said.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
No, these these teenage white girls have 8 times the space we have. Oh, yeah, it's just Santa Cruz, though.
They live in fucking Santa Cruz.
No, look at her room.
10 second back. 10 second back, guys. Come on, let's get back to it. Let's turn our powers for good, not for bad.
As someone who is female-bodied, I actually don't identify as a woman or girl. I identify as non-binary, so I am trans in that way that although my body is assigned
there has
female,
to be someone who is trans that sees that and is like, fuck you.
Nope.
Like, fuck you.
Oh, maybe.
There has to be a trans... I'm talking about someone that's gone through full
struggle through some...
post-op transsexual that's on the streets. Like, you read these stories about these people that are kicked out of their homes because they're trans. And, like, Rolling Stone did an unbelievable article about, like, the trans teenagers of New York City that are trans and kicked out of their houses in the Bronx and shit because their families don't understand it. But these people have to live this life because that's who they are. You see this where it's just like, she's comfortable... Yeah, I don't know.
She's not, no, I know you're saying, she's not compelled by anything inside of her.
Yes.
She's fabricated a story to be something interesting. Because she never gave birth to a fucking goat, I guess.
Wow, that is a pretty cool thing. She has to say something
when she first gets there.
Also, if she was related to Pocahontas, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope. But I mean, her whole thing, it's like, exactly, you know what, and I'm wrong. Someone who's, like Caitlyn Jenner is, as a trans, I mean, she went through a surgery, lives her life a whole different way. And
I think there's non-binary. There's non-binary.
This is such an easy way just to be like, yeah, I'm a crazy unique thing.
It's what's funny is it's actually the same thing as the Pocahontas thing. We're going like, hey, by the way, I have 10% Native American blood. That's the new thing of being like, pretty interesting about me. I'm 15% Apache, so you can't be mad at me for any of the things that white people did. You're like, well, you're mostly white. You're a white person.
Let's get through her comments and we'll pick it up after the break.
There's a lot of pressure when you're using it, knowing that people on there, they're like men seeking women, and then you're part of a stack of like women, and that people like the guys
that's how the whole fucking
you might
thing
works. Date.
Yeah, I read Wikipedia about Tinder, and this is what it said.
Yeah.
Just telling you the obvious things.
Fuck.
They're luring us in to play this game where we go have sex.
Do I have to be in a stack of women? Well, because you're saying you want to fuck a man, so they're putting you in the stack of you're female-bodied, right? What the fuck? Dude, if I'm her dad, I'm just fucking paying for the college. I'm like, get the fuck out. I don't know. I want to watch the Sunday ticket.
She'll get over it.
Yeah. He goes, here's your money for college.
She goes, Dad, that's super offensive. Also, my Mercedes-Benz blew one of its pistons, and he's like, I'll pay for it, too.
Yeah.
She goes, stop saying it like that.
Yeah. Hey, them. I'll see you when you come back on Thanksgiving.
Just her dad's just blowing money. He's just some Orange County fucking, energy consultant, and he's like, I make $700,000 a year.
Hey, man, where's your daughter? They went to college.
She is currently experimenting in Santa Cruz.
She has 104 different grants and student loans,
but her
based
dad,
off of her 45 different made up things she is.
He goes, but the fun part is I've been fucking my secretary for 10 years.
And she knows she's a woman.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, that is all woman.
Before we get in, because this girl actually makes me want to fight her, that I hope the world views her as not a woman so I can hit her. Let's take our break and we'll come back. We'll be terminated.
Whoa, holy shit.
But we're here. And, it's a bonfire. I go back, so there's that one great point again with, there
is.
With the other girl that was with non-binary.
Yeah.
When she's talked to.
You go forward, Christine. Go back. No, go on. No. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Go forward. Yeah.
No, you missed the guitar guy.
Yeah. Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go back for the guitar guy.
He's at 23 minutes.
He's at 23 minutes. So the non-binary girl was at 29 minutes. All right, I got it. So we jumped.
You'll hear him.
You'll hear him.
You'll hear that sweet guitar.
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
I think that guys are way more harsh than they've ever been before.
It's true. A bunch of catty bitches.
And they're not even, they are not even into themselves. That's what I'm saying. And that's what's really messed up.
Women are like that too.
No, not nearly as much.
Women, they try.
They're like more critical, and it gives them unrealistic expectations.
Their nails are usually
because you got the bombshell bra on, face full of makeup, the weave or the wigs or some shit. Yeah, and when all that comes off,
we could. I don't know what to do here. Christine can't hear.
Yeah, Christine can't hear. Hey, someone take my headphones because they're fucking clamping down at Sirius like we're a goddamn public school in the hood.
Do you have a thing over there?
Yeah, just take my headphones. I'll wear these ones that are attached over here.
That's what I tried to do, but this one doesn't have the adapter.
Oh, cool. Not cool. This is all going pretty good. You know how we're homeless. Pretty good. Pretty sweet. Sweet. All right, cool.
We're showing that at home.
Are you both plugged in?
I'm plugged in now. I'm plugged in like a motherfucker. Now Christine's got my headphones.
Christine wasn't plugged in.
Yeah.
And she can't hear what she's bringing up on the screen.
So we're just watching them talk. Oh, here comes this motherfucker. Oh, I forgot about him. Oh, Jacob, you're going to hate where it goes with this guy. Because you bailed on this documentary, correct? You got so angry
after this guy shut it off.
After him, you shut it off. I mean, you missed.
And I missed there's more to it.
Yeah, Jay went a little bit further. I went a little bit further than Jay, and then Black Lou went all the way. Black Lou went, he took it to the end zone.
He goes all the way.
Black Lou goes all the way.
No half-stepping in Black Lou's world.
Just do it like 10 more seconds before that, Christine, because yeah. There he is. Shredding.
This was definitely part of his agreement to be in this documentary.
Yeah, he was definitely like, "Can you guys mind watching me just play a couple licks?
You guys cool if I wail?"
And they go, "I mean, we don't really have the time for it. We have to go interview someone else." And he goes, "No, I guess I won't be in the documentary then."
It's just I'm like a shred master.
I don't know. You guys need documents? You need shredded. He's like, "Please stop, Kyle. Stop. No one likes you on this film." Crew.
He goes, "No, it's okay if you don't want to have me playing guitar. It's okay.
Not to shred. Damn, girl."
Go, you can play it.
And it became like an easy thing. I'm just like, I'll lay in bed, I'll wake up, and it's like a little mini adrenaline rush every time you do it.
He's just walking on a
common symptom with.
He definitely strikes me as a guy. He lives in New York. He strikes me as a guy that will look at his phone on the way up the stairs of the subway.
Jacob gets a real under the skin hatred for pretty guys.
Pretty beautiful men. You don't like beautiful men.
I'll tell you why.
Where am I on your spectrum?
Because if he was honest about he's just on here
for pussy
on the documentary. just saying how I get a lot of puss, then I'd be fine with it. But he's just bullshitting everybody.
He's like, I'm tired
I'm tired of being the rebound guy.
Yeah. Well, let's play the interview because he says it.
A lot of the girls I went on dates with I was the rebound guy.
There it is.
So if I went on a date, it would come out to like a couple weeks later where they would either ghost me or they would just be like, oh, well, this happened and I'm in love with that guy and I just broke up with my boyfriend. And then once that happened, then they would go away.
So I go where I'm comfortable in the zone of shredding.
Time to go write a few new hot licks.
He goes, and this is pretty much why I'm the top blues musician in Greenpoint. Because I try to find love, but baby, it can't find me.
Why does everyone have a nicer apartment? Also, his apartment offends me.
You have no idea his apartment.
Yeah, this could just be a place they filmed.
Well, that's the least of my hatred for him. But I mean,
I liked his black silk sheets that he woke up with and just laid in bed looking at his Tinder with his arm behind his head.
How do you feel, Jacob?
This is a promotional video for him.
Sure, but how do you feel if you find out that he's also like getting wailed on by dudes a lot also? That's how he keeps his apartment. Is like old men pay him to come do weird gay shit with him.
He takes a dump in like a child's tea set for a Japanese businessman. And they give him like $10,000.
Now you jealous of the apartment? You can get that apartment if you want to do those things.
I know some seedy people. You want to do this?
Oh my God.
You want me to make
Dark
some
web
calls?
shit, buddy? If you rolling this shit in Tupperware in front of people, I'm telling you there's a market.
Dude, I can put you in a bodysuit made of latex by 9 p.m. and make you $80K.
Let's get past the apartment.
Yeah, no, he definitely has that vibe of like, I'm chasing my dreams, but my dreams ain't as fast as I am.
Is this the new engineer guy? Like, for good?
Mo from Calvin and Hobbes?
His hair makes me laugh every time.
It's like an 11-year-old haircut on a 48-year-old dude.
His flippy hair.
It's not as good as Kyle's. That's for sure.
Yep.
Oh, Kyle, dude, yeah.
And then this guy,
so just hit play, because let's keep going with how he's just walking it. Just walking it.
So after that, I kind of wised up.
He wised up.
By the way, is his apartment great, Jake? You live in a place that's completely graffitied in the hallways?
Yeah, what are you, a foot
What is your place like? I gotta come to your place.
Yeah. Where are you living at? Are you living under a bridge?
The inside floor is the same as the outside floor.
I don't like that at all. That's concrete. That man sleeps, his couch is on concrete.
He's in front of a radiator?
Yeah.
What are you all sucking this guy's dick about, Jacob?
I don't know. He's upset. He's talking to the engineer real quick. But yeah.
Fuck like a champion with that.
Yeah, you will. Right. Goddamn right. If Jacob's not there, the Jacob drops are. Yeah, I mean, let's play
always living with us?
Through the door, just playing the blues on his own.
Let's just make sure we tell everybody at home why that just got weird for the last few minutes.
The engineer was just sitting in here, just standing there like he's part of the show.
And now he's looking up Christine's asshole.
Yeah, force one out. Force a turd out. Just fucking blow one on the window. Like a squid.
Christine, press ham this guy.
Dude, just do it. Butt to mirror. Right.
Press ham him.
Oh, dude, if you could force out a dingleberry, I'll give you 50. I got it in my pocket.
Give him the old book flaps.
Book flaps. There you go.
All right.
Don't. Oh, we're not going to have fun here.
Hey, you guys, doing radio in here. Pretty cool.
He just comes in here and stands. You go, can I help you? He goes, I can ollie.
He goes, all right. They're really killing the budgets on these headphones.
He goes, hey, you guys going to go to the Scooters party later? I thought it was, what do you always say in the elevator?
You guys going to Dugan's Rager?
He goes, oh no, Dugan's not this week. It's Scooter this week.
Scooter's got a party this week. He's around the Hamptons and he stayed back.
I'm the bad boy of the wire of the engineers. They call me the hot wire.
Hot wire.
Yeah, I want to set it up where it just shows me through a hallway doing what I like to do, just playing PlayStation, just like.
Still that guy's guitar riff playing though?
Or you just hear the jamming of the buttons. No, Spider-Man, fucking jump left, jump left, jump left, jump left, jump left. This thing's fucking punching the couch. I think it's stupid.
Anywho, it's like girls just want to fuck, then they ghost me.
Oh man, whatever. I'm afraid like I'm giving head and not falling in love.
Do you think that the engineer stayed here a little longer to admire the guy's hair who you hate, Jacob, on the thing?
Do you think he walked in and stopped and went, who's that? Who's that guy with the magical fingers and the gorgeous hair? Where?
Where's that beautiful guitar coming from?
Yeah. He goes, I'm sorry, is there a harp playing? Let's.
So in the course of my Tinder messaging, I might have like 20 different text messages going on. In each one of those, you kind of like keep following. And that's the thing that comes into multi-messaging, because some women could do it to you or you do it to some women.
You're a fucking faggot.
Whoa.
And then I re-downloaded it because I was feeling lonely. And that's when it kind of like that phrase, you know, when it rains, it pours.
Oh, God. He really does have the energy of someone that corrects you on wrong words. Where he goes, actually, I know you want to pronounce it like that. It's actually pronounced karate. You're like, it's not karate, it's karate.
Do they ever, Black Lou, in this documentary, put together the goat birther, the midwife for the goat, and this guy?
They can't. It'll rip a hole in the space-time continuum. It's too much douche in a room. I think there's some physics about that.
It cannot exist in a vacuum.
It raises the global temperature by 5 degrees.
Is that girl Jacob in the hallway?
Oh my God! That's the girl you're
go out and ram with this girl.
Jacob, she's gorgeous. She's available. She loves racing. She told me.
Who is she? You guys know who it is?
Yeah, she's like one of the talent people. She's always at the front desk. She's very nice.
Yeah. She's one of the talent people. Is that what you say, Dan? You go, what's up with the talent?
That's what I usually have my sunglasses on. Hold on, let me put them on.
What's going on with the talent?
What's going on with the talent? Especially with my cold, it makes me sound like I'm all...
Hey, do you want to show me your talent?
I just wanted to know who's the talent. How you doing? I just got my door open and I'm just ripping out my guitar. Oh, I didn't know you were in the hallway. Hold on real quick. Let me just finish this out real quick. I wrote the blues of this girl that's got talent. She got the talent. Jacob loves her. Every man do. She work in the hallway. I think she a Jew. Jacob got the talent. She got that serious talent. She got that talent. Got that serious XM talent. No,
she sauntered down the hall, wiggling around her talent.
Oh, yeah. What are you talking about? Real talent.
Is back.
Is this just
back on the block? She's half
pipe energy and smoking cigs at 11. Behind a drug. Play on this guy, because this is him going out on another date. Oh, this isn't the guy, the goat birther.
No.
We got to the
right, exactly. Goat birther and him are different.
I have this one friends with benefits over here, and then I'll go on a date with that girl. And develop another friends with benefits with that girl, and then all of a sudden it became like this girl's Monday. I'll switch that around and like figuring out my schedule for all these different women. There was one bar in particular that would bring some of these women. I knew the bartender, and he'd be like, "Hey, is this like a date tonight?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Same girl." I'm like, "Not exactly."
And then he would give me this guy sucks.
The way
who's worse?
No,
is Ghost Birther worse than this guy?
They're like twin bad boys.
No, they're both like they're both equal on the fucking asshole scale.
Oh, totally. Oh, yeah.
Who's worse?
They're the same person.
Do a poll on Twitter and release it during this episode at the Bonfire SXM. Who is worse, Kyle from Brooklyn or Daniel from Austin? Daniel from Austin is the goat birther, so maybe put Daniel, who's the goat birther, and then put Kyle, who shreds.
Who's more hateable?
Yeah, who do you more? Because I'm going to say I hate this guy more because I feel like his douche isn't as sincere.
I hate this guy more because he also found, like, even his talent playing guitar is to just feed that, like, I don't know, man. It's just like mindless sex over and over again gets to me, you know?
Two bodies rubbing together. Sometimes you need a spark between
Maybe
them.
I want to find someone I can lock legs with and just watch TV for a couple hours, you know?
Or, who's worse? A guy that says he's an artist but doesn't make art.
That's right.
It's
I
tough,
don't make art per se.
I get it.
But
and he's also related to Pocahontas.
That's the worst.
It's the worst.
It's the worst, though?
I don't know. I'm switching to Daniel from Austin.
That guy made me lose sleep. I hate that guy.
That guy made me lose sleep.
You see Daniels from Austin coming a mile away, though. I don't think you see this guy coming a mile away.
Ending that Lou's going to hate this guy for.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, hit play.
How many times you
By the way,
how'd you J.O. to
I
Kyle?
bet those glasses are phony.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely. Christine is not. Women know that. That's fake glasses, right? He's trying to look cute.
Christine's worn fake glasses.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, it's a chick thing.
All right, now, so who is it? Daniel from Austin, Kyle from New York, or Christine from Hermosa Beach?
From Hermosa Beach.
Who's biggest douchebag?
You pick it.
Our film crew's here. I hope they're able to set up in 18.3 seconds.
No, they did. They already went in.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Was there tension?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Bumping into people, I'm just like right, left, right. It's like a little video game.
Yeah. Just a video game to him, Jacob. All right.
Is that how you see it, Jacob? Like a video game?
Jacob, do you think it's a game? Do you think this is a fucking game? Let's jump ahead. I know where I want to go. Go to about 59 minutes in. It's just where it gets really infuriating. This is where I made a time marker because I was so upset.
Who's that girl? Dicks all over her shirt.
That girl is one of the girls. Her name's Charlotte, I think. She's one of the girls that's like, everything's about looks. All I do is looks. This sucks. I don't like being on here.
When does she cry? Is that what this is?
Yeah,
when
she cries before. She cries before.
Is where I think that's almost where I checked
out. And then she drops off her salad. No, go to 59 minutes. She drops her salad off to her boyfriend. They're both fucking awkward.
She's a boyfriend.
She's like dating a guy, and he's like, he dropped off my salad. Oh, she also like she's one of the people. Oh, right here. Go back a little. She talks about how she texts people emojis, and that's how she communicates. Where I'm like, you're an asshole.
You look at this girl's face and see that she is just a piece of shit. She's not even garbage. She comes from a good family, and she's a piece of shit.
Poor lad.
I know.
No, she's an annoying idiot. I mean...
Watch this. This will really make you hate her.
Smiling with all your teeth, I send that one a lot. I've sent him that a couple times. To some people that I love, I'll just send like a row of emojis that's like a sunflower and a bouquet of flowers and then
looks like Shane Gillis.
He goes, hey, you know what I like doing? He's all smash my donger. Hey, hell yeah. Shout out Riggins. Shane's my older brother. Did you find out it's Shane's little sister?
Then a pink heart and then a yellow heart and then a blue heart and then they know exactly what I'm saying. So it's great. Hello.
See
what?
Yeah.
I got lost in the legend of that map. What was the?
She said she sends a bouquet and then a flower and then another flower, then a blue heart, then a red heart, then a green heart, and they get exactly what that means. It means nothing. It means nothing.
She doesn't tell you what it means.
No.
She says they understand it means nothing.
She's like, the people I love know what I mean.
She's living her best life. Lay off.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, you got a hard on for this chick, huh?
Well, she's wearing a bandana.
Christine,
did you just match with her on her?
Christine, are you ready to see a nightmare from your past?
Yeah.
Go to
ex-boyfriend's in here.
Go to an hour. It's just like these are the guys I imagine Christine grew up with. There it is. Maybe hit play. Yeah, there they are. There they are. Hit play. We have Cam. Go back a little farther. Yeah, perfect. These guys are great. It's just three bros on a couch.
That's been a big switch too.
Surfboard.
Like I feel like back in like the 90s and the 80s, it was all about like who could kind of show more. Like
he's like laying back like Biggie in that interview where he's like,
more money, more problems.
He goes, and the problem with more pussy is like the more pussy you get.
I'm Cam.
It's like the more problems. It's like my man Puffy saying, the more pussy you get, the more problems you have.
The only thing more hand jobby than being named Cam is the fact your real name is Cameron.
At least what his boy's name is.
I totally had a crush on a blonde named Cameron.
Ew. Well, these guys really take the cake as far as the biggest, I don't know, individual douchebag is going to go between Kyle and Daniel. As a group, these guys are the fucking hottest block, the hottest group on the... They do so hard, they broke their heels. Stop it.
Serenading people, like showing up outside of windows with boom boxes or like bringing people flowers, like huge, ridiculous things of flowers like out in public. I feel like it's definitely way not like casual,
but
talking
like
way
that?
more like
I feel like I could see that his nostrils aren't clogged because he's showing them to me. And
it's like I totally forgot that my nostrils are actually they open up into my esophagus, so the way I talk is like always. I've retained so much salt water in my cavities that actually it shut down. So
this documentary is going to be pretty gnarly.
It's pretty insane. Like literally, they had to peel me out of my wetsuit before this interview. I am like burnt.
I've gotten laid. Hang on, I'll tell you exactly. Hang on.
Am I getting laid right now? I'm not even looking down at my dick, but it feels all squishy like it does when I'm getting laid.
Are you counting every time I squirt it off? Or are you just saying like...
my nickname is Tommy Gun, right? I just like shoot load after load after load after load.
On their backs.
On their backs.
On their boobs.
On their bibs. On their boobies.
On their boobs.
On their fucking ankles, because whatever, I got it like that. Bradley Noel was a genius.
Their butts. I want to watch these guys uninterrupted. So can we take our break?
Take a break.
Our last break, I guess.
Come back. We'll come back with more douchebags from the beach.
Thank you, Dad.
It's the Bonfire. Watching Swiped, the HBO documentary. We'll be right back. Crackle, crackle.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
That's what they call a cold rejoin. It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Okerson.
Sick fuck.
Sicky. Yeah, I don't even know. We gotta go much deeper on this.
We used to steal bikes. And
I don't know if you know this, but I thought about robbing banks as the ex-presidents. To catch you up, we're watching...
The feeling on a beach cruiser is a feeling like, no.
I don't know if you've ever watched the sun dip into the Pacific, but it is fucking epic. The documentary Swiped on HBO, we're running out of time for this episode, so we have to come back and watch it next week with Tim Dillon on our pre-tape. Uh-oh. And we get to get all the gay stuff with Tim Dillon.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. And we got more beach. Give me another line of these fucking surfers, though. Again, we're watching Swiped, the documentary on HBO at the Bonfire SXM. We'll tweet out pictures and shit of all the stuff we're talking about. We're right now, there's these surfer idiots that Christine grew up immersed in Southern California.
That looks like a guy I knew that was oddly a Filipino kid that hung out with like white pride people.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Christine wanted to fuck all three of these guys.
Yeah,
they did not want to fuck him.
Yeah. What's his? He's got a hoodie on that says "Strong Water."
Nowadays, like it's almost like you don't want to seem like you care.
Yeah.
What if you do care?
And you have to not show it. Like, that sucks. Like, if you do really care, but you're, like, trying to not show it, I feel like that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I guess.
Skylar!
Yes.
Of course Cam's friend's name is Skylar. Why would it be something like George or Michael? Why wouldn't it be a fucking asshole name? Your parents...
George is odd, too, though.
Shut up. That's a good name.
Why is it be Skylar? Why not Duncan or Octavius?
Octavius is a cool name. Octo?
Call your kid Ock?
Dude, I call him Ock. Ock the doc.
Yo, Ock.
Ock the doctor. Gonna be a doctor. Anyways, let's go back to Skylar and Cam.
I don't know. I've never experienced something where I care so bad that I have to hide my care.
Oh, what an asshole.
Yeah, you never felt that way. Okay, Skylar.
I remember
All right, Skylar, you can throw me under the bus on this fucking documentary.
Whatever, Sky. I remember when that kid took your mongoose. You went fucking ballistic. Do you remember
Fuck
when...
you.
Do you remember
Cam was there.
Do you remember when Marina went up to San Diego with someone else and you were like flipping the fuck out?
Yeah, we were like dating for like 2 months before.
I mean, these guys, HBO just went around and found the biggest douchebags to interview.
Yeah. I mean, they're either a genius or the worst judge of people ever.
Yeah, what were you saying, Jacob?
I'm fascinated by how they vetted these assholes. This whole documentary is the people they get negates the whole point of the documentary. You don't like anyone on this documentary. You don't feel compassion for them.
Maybe the whole point of the documentary is you shouldn't get on...
You wouldn't have fucked them, they, there? You know, the girl. Her, it, if.
What about the girl that? What about
Mysterio?
What about the girl that? She's a shapeshifter. What about the one? What about the
girl?
Her name's an upside down question mark.
Yeah, she's like a Batman villain. What about the girl that Texas Tool met up with? Daniel, that hot girl. Remember, she has a lot of cats. She lived on a farm.
She was cute. She never birthed a goat. She never laid to any famous Indians, but still,
she's up there. Nothing?
Yeah. The first girl, the one with who birthed the goat. Yeah, but she was
I'll tell you what, you think you'd want to fuck Shane Gillis' sister, but...
Yeah, Little Shane. I like more. I'm with Lou on that one.
You like Little Shane with the emoji?
When she starts crying about, oh my lord, she's like, I'm going to get emotional. Like, you go on these apps trying to find love, and all you find is Lou Witzke trying to convince me to come to outside Teaneck, New Jersey.
He doubts if I'm a cam girl or a real person. He's filled with doubt.
Pick one in this film.
Yeah.
They're all awful.
That's all right. Fair enough. That is fair. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to do a part 2 on the Lost Tapes next Thursday with Tim Dillon.
Hey, this is Joe List, and you're listening to The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder, and they've both come inside of me.
Well, it's funny, that kind of brings us to this documentary we want to watch with you.
Oh, let's start. We got to start with these guys. So
these
guys are the guys who did 9/11.
Yeah, that's them. They're like, all praise be to Allah.
This documentary is called "Swiped: Hooking Up in the Digital Age." It's an HBO documentary.
So we did a whole episode last week about it, and we met some of the most infuriating people. In fact, we did a Twitter poll on who was the bigger tool. Was it I'm an artist, but I'm not an artist? Daniel from Austin, who I quote was on a date with a girl, and he goes, I'm an artist, but I don't make any art. And she goes, yeah. And then
she goes, I totally get you. You don't have to say another word. No, I understand what you're saying.
And then Jacob's least favorite person, Kyle, who was, oh, wow, dude. Goat Boy, he told her that he birthed a goat that they named after him. That was part of his date.
Yeah, and then...
Both ironically much worse than saying, what do you think of 9/11? Yeah. That's a much better opener.
I bet you get a much better response
much better opener than I'm an artist that doesn't make art.
Well, it's a documentary essentially about people complaining that this mostly just leads to sex, one-night sex, or fuck buddies for a couple weeks, and then it goes away, and it's complaints almost from every side.
Well, that's because people don't love each other. Like, most people on the planet aren't going to fall in love.
Oh.
So that's what dating apps are for. It's very rare that you click with,
Well, of course, but I was going to say, Dan, you watched...
I watched a little bit further than
Black
this.
Lou, you watched a bunch of... Does it ever get into the gay
Yes,
apps?
that's what I was going to say. It's coming up very shortly.
It does. Okay, because I want to show... I bet there's not as much anger in that one. I bet that's a lot
nobody
more
on a gay
man,
app
this is great.
Nobody on a gay app is like, I can't believe that I'm not married.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to find my husband on this thing.
I can't believe the guy that sent me a picture of his dick with a question mark didn't end up walking down the aisle
before you're saying that,
swearing to be in a monogamous relationship with me.
Yeah, they get in
and raise Asian babies together. I can't believe that didn't happen. All I want is some Japanese infants, a dog, and a townhouse, and all I got was a blowjob in a fucking weird rent control apartment in the Lower East Side. What a world!
With a guy with 6 abs.
6 abs.
This is so to start you off, these are the 3 guys. These are like beach guys that Christine grew up with.
I'm good with all of them, by the way. I think they're all great. I mean, these are all my type, except to the right it's a little too much.
Yeah.
But
well, let's hit play because is this where we left off?
Fucking wispy mustache Filipino kid.
Yeah, the middle is the best. The left is,
and ironically enough, the guy to the far right's the only one for me. Out of the 3.
Interesting.
He's the one I want. Oh, dude, just a nice boat shack.
Oh, Dan likes exotic dicks.
Oh, yeah.
He wants
I want to be near a hot
river.
river.
Real United Nations feel.
I want a warm river and some snakes crawling around trees where I'm at.
Yeah.
You go, hey,
I don't want your family to eat desserts I haven't heard of.
Can you put on this rice hat and just emerge from a swamp?
I go, oh, man.
It's role play.
I go, I want to eat something brainy feeling with my fingers. And then
what's that purple paste your family eats? Ube? Ooh, that sounds great.
Can you make me some medicine in a giant leaf?
Yeah. Can I have a big bowl of shaved ice with a melon on top of it, please?
For some gay foreign sex. That's it, play.
There's like huge, ridiculous things of flowers like out in public. I feel like it's definitely way not like casual, but way more like nonchalant.
So this is what we finished with last week.
They really gave him lines to say perfect with that stuffed nose voice. Nonchalant.
This is Brendan Dassey with just one extra chromosome.
No, this is West Coast Brendan Dassey.
This is West Coast Brendan Dassey. Like Brendan, if this kid's born in Manitowoc, he's also in jail.
If the Avery family sold cars instead of stockpiling them for a murder place, this would be Brendan.
This would be him.
It's it really looks like he would say with that same calmness, like, me and these two guys raped and killed a handicapped girl and buried her in the wall.
This is the guy that leaves the Hollywood Improv and he goes up to you, goes, that was pretty funny, as he walks out.
He goes,
pretty funny.
No, he also goes, I guess you're funny. He goes,
guess you're funny.
He goes, the guy to my right is the mastermind. He's the one that wanted to hurt her. The guy to the left is just a henchman, and I got all the knives.
He goes, luckily my dad had some lye in the shed, so we covered her in that, and then we broke her bones up and buried him in different
But it was very
counties.
nonchalant.
My dad owns a series of Ron John surf shops, and
we killed her, we hit it. It was all pretty cash.
He goes, with her head busted open, it was nonchalant.
I skateboarded home.
I put her body on a board and rolled it down the hill.
I said, let the gators deal with her. And they were like, yo, Cam, there's no gators in the ocean. And I was like, wow.
We just laughed. We laughed at that.
I go, but there's sharks.
What is the winner? They're all talking about what? Tinder?
Dating apps, yeah.
Okay.
And so we're talking.
Christine, go back to the beginning of their speech, because it is worth it. The recap is worth it. I mean, everything he says sounds stupider than
There it is. Perfect. Let's go to California.
I feel like that's been a big switch too. Like I feel like back in like the 90s and the 80s, it was all about like who could kind of show more. Like back then, you have people like serenading people, like showing up outside of windows with boom boxes, or like bringing people flowers, like
That's a
huge,
movie.
ridiculous.
That wasn't happening. That was not happening. Was that what dating was in the 80s?
He goes, you also
Serenading?
you had all Valley karate tournaments.
Right.
And people were
John
fighting.
Cusack was always involved, or a young McSteamy.
Yeah. Every woman had red hair. It was named Molly Ringwald.
He goes,
And it was weird.
he goes, sometimes your Uncle Buck would live with you.
There was one high school in Beverly Hills, and everyone went to it.
If you wonder where Christine is, she's upstairs blowing their fourth friend for an eighth of weed.
There's also an apartment complex called Melrose
It's also
Place.
that's not a nice area of California, the one they just showed.
It doesn't matter. That's
Yeah.
not where Christine hung out in a nice area. She'd be blowing this guy for weed.
No, that's true. She was a real beach rat. I get it.
Oh, a real beach rat.
Yeah.
But it really is that.
But that's how you live. That's how I would have lived.
Because she was the one that'd go like,
California
Evans.
burritos and cocks, just double fisting every day.
Like, yo, Evans. Kyle's waiting upstairs with his hog out.
He's got a roach.
And then Cam goes,
he's got some resin. You want to take a resin hit? And then suck his dick?
You want
All
you want to give an HJ to a Sublime mixtape I made?
He goes, I think you guys don't know about dating in the 90s.
Yeah, he goes in the 80s, dating was all DeLoreans and time travel.
It was all like
And in the 90s.
Sometimes you bought a mogwai and you weren't supposed to feed it after midnight, and then they were like a gremlin.
I've never heard like serenade. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
It's great.
And in the 90s, it was all just parties at this house with Seth Green and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Or it was like living in a big apartment with your friends, and then you started dating your friends. He goes, does this motherfucker think everything is friends?
Like they go, I'm named after Chandler. He goes, that doesn't work out timing-wise. He goes, it's what my parents said.
I'm named after Cam because they were recording it when I was born on a camcorder. They fucked on a camera.
You can't pause.
Do they let the Filipino kid talk? Does he get to
He's
talk
not
about what,
supposed to.
what his idea of dating was? He's like, yeah, in the 90s it was all whose village had water.
He goes,
and you would just...
He goes, you take a lady out for fish eyes. If she like you,
You would stab a fish with a sword.
That's Ian. He's Asian as shit.
We keep him around for diversity. You're supposed to do that now.
His house smells like boiled plants.
His grandfather sold the mogwais to offer butter.
He makes a mean chicken heart.
Yeah. His mother always smells a little oniony.
Sometimes they have food that snaps, but it's hot and wet in the middle.
It's a culture of soups.
It's a culture of soups.
Everything's broth based.
What did Kyle Kinane say about pho? It was great. He goes, pho is like, it's like the rainwater poured over Vietnamese nightmares. That's what
funny.
Kinane said about pho.
Yeah. How have we not had Kyle Kinane on this show yet?
We
Just
have
the
one every
voice.
day.
Yeah, you're right. True.
When he
Let's
goes,
go back
back to the bonfire.
Yeah, let's go back to Cam. Oh, it's not working.
Flowers like out in public. I feel like it's definitely way not like casual, but way more like nonchalant. nowadays. Like, it's almost like you don't want to seem like you care.
What if you do care?
And you have to not show it. Like, that sucks. Like, if you do really care, but you're, like, trying to not show it, I feel like that kind of sucks.
This guy's so bitchy. Watch.
I mean, I don't...
Skylar.
I don't know. I've never experienced something where I care so bad that I have to hide my care.
He's like, I don't get these feelings that
Yeah,
everyone
dude,
else.
I would fight him if he said that to me.
Yeah.
If they were recording me.
He's like,
He
I've never had a feeling. I don't
guess,
get what.
I guess I've never felt that way about anything where I like. He used the eyebrow thing where he goes, where I've liked it and had to hide it.
It's like a weird. I've never. But his comment is, I've never liked anything enough.
And had to hide it. So I guess
but enough so much that I have to hide him.
He's relaxed, man.
Yeah.
He's
a chill dude.
But there's also something to be said
just
for
house
women.
parties, and
There's something to be said though for women responding to what's being put out there these days. Though, in a sense, where are you leaving, Pam? Because
Did we say something wrong?
What was it? Where did we lose you?
Are you a 9/11 truther?
Where did we
Did we
lose
offend
you?
you?
Was it when I tried to masturbate in front of you?
Planes
You
were
were giving me
involved?
signals. Bonfire. Lost Tapes, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Okerson, Dan Soder, hanging out with Tim Dillon. His website, Tim Dillon Comedy, right?
Yeah, TimDillonComedy.com.
The new half-hour special coming out this Friday, 11 p.m. on Comedy Central. Tim's hanging out with us for the whole Lost Tapes, which is very fun. We're started now to go back through Swiped, the HBO documentary about dating in the digital age.
Yeah, it's part 2 of the Swiped. We did part 1 yesterday where we met, or part 1 last week on the Lost Tapes, were 2 of the most hateable men of all time. All time. Daniel and Kyle, which they do come up later. And in fact, there's some parts that I'm really excited to watch with Jacob because he hasn't seen it, of Kyle just absolutely crushing ass. I mean,
really?
Oh, just getting a girlfriend that's down with 3 ways. So I'm interested to see Jay and Christine's take on that.
Love it.
And Jacob, get ready to get fired up. Take that shirt off. Start doing push-ups.
I will now.
We left off with the surfer guys at a house party, and here they are being
Oh, my God.
super in their element. By the way, if you don't, we'll tweet out all the stuff at the Bonfire SXM
Oh, God.
on Twitter, and yeah.
Tim, question for you, gay question.
Yeah.
Guys like this.
Guy in the hat to the left. Oh, sorry.
But I'm saying, do you get a thing? Like I remember there was a very flamboyantly gay guy who worked at Caroline's for years named Curtis.
Loved
Curtis at all?
Loved Curtis.
He was great.
He had this voice.
Yeah,
he
did. Yeah, he talked like Harvey Firestein.
He would come. One time,
he would tell you a story. He likes to go stuff like this and get like that guy who's the all-American. Like I'm banging the hottest blonde in school and stuff like that, and just try to get him in a world where somehow he's sucking his dick or something.
Yeah, I mean that's great.
Like to have a guy flip on it.
Yeah,
are you guys like interrogators for the
things
FBI?
You realize about the guy that flips are kind of like not all, but it's like that guy's kind of flippy.
But if I was going to say, if you look up with a guy who says he's straight, the immediate thing is like, well, he's not straight.
First of all, this is the type of guy that I get all the time is a guy that I talk to online who's like, no one thinks I'm gay. I have a chick. It's fucking nuts. And like, we'll meet at a restaurant. And he's like, I cannot believe the day that I have had.
Yeah.
My girlfriend is a cunt. I am so fucking over her. I'm over it. I'm over everything. I don't have to come out. It's my business. I'm bi. I barely like dudes. Tie me up. It's like, all right, well,
dude, that's so
this
good.
is. I thought I was getting like. You think you're getting like the all-American soccer player who's like, yeah, man, I don't understand my feelings. That's the hottest guy you want. You want the guy who's
sometimes in the shower after practice, I'm just all like, why am I checking out Caleb's sick ass?
Yeah, it's like some dude who's like, I don't know, man. There's these things I just don't understand.
Have you ever been a guy's first experience?
No, if you're fucking me, you are so gay. You are so gay. You are so on board. I've never been. Nobody's ever looked at me and went, well, maybe I'll give that a shot.
Has there ever been one you had to work?
If you or fucking me, you've been fucked by your uncle. Like and I'm against molestation, but maybe you get.
But thank you.
Maybe you need to be introduced to my body type at a young age. And the reality, I didn't do it.
Wait, hold on.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, but you're saying it's an acclamation.
I'm saying there's some guys that are really into it, and I'm like, what? It's like a weird
searching for Uncle Steve.
Have you ever seen someone eat anchovies?
Yeah, well, it was like on Voyeur. where he talked
saw
about his aunt,
aunt's
and he's
boobs
like, yeah, she had
naked.
big boobs.
Like if I show you the dude that I'm hooking up with now, this is the guy that Christine's got my phone, but there's literally a guy who he claims that he's a straight guy. He has a girlfriend. He's got a very attractive girlfriend.
That sucks.
And he's got a very attractive girlfriend.
That sucks for guys like Jacob who need women.
Yeah, well,
Jacob needs women.
So if I show you the picture, if I show you the picture of this guy, I guarantee both of you are going to go, I would have thought that guy was gay, or I would have thought there was a good possibility.
No, but back to the question of you having to work guys over to get them. Like, it is a weird thing to think a gay dude can be like an FBI agent that's trying to flip a mob guy.
I mean, would you not, look,
what do you got?
Take a look. That's the girlfriend.
Oh, that poor.
But he's like, again, like there's such a crossover now between like what they would say metrosexual and
that's
whatever.
a big thing.
So if you're like this,
what do you
guy's
think,
gay,
Black Lou?
sure.
What do you think?
Black Lou, do you think?
Would you saw that coming down the pike? This guy
He
was
seems gay. He looks gay.
I don't see it, but
I don't see it either.
He looks like
I don't
Vinny
see it
from
either.
Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
and
he's
his girlfriend is
attractive.
adorable.
Yeah, she's very attractive.
What does he say about her? Is he like,
she's so hot, and I love her because she's very supportive of like everything I want to do. Like, because sometimes I just want to go away. So yeah, he loves her. He's like, she's got a pussy and it's fucking tight, and I'm like, bitch. And I love shopping with her.
Is it nearly that flamboyant?
It's not like this bad, but it's pretty like, whoa.
Do you ever walk by his girlfriend somewhere in public and go like, "Has my shit taste?"
No, I mean here's the reason. It's a big city, and I don't know that I'd say that anyway.
Would that be a great scene in the movie? You walk by and goes, "Has my shit taste?"
But that listen, everybody wants to. And when I was younger, I would hook up with a kid who was like, when I was like maybe in the early 20s, I would hook up with the guy who's like questioning.
Mm-hmm.
By 33, usually the questions have been asked and answered.
Right.
At this point.
But you're saying there's a lot of guys you hook up with aren't like that, right? You're saying that like...
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are like normal.
Well, we started with this.
Somewhat autistic, cerebral weirdos.
So the guy on the left, Cam, who we've been talking about on this documentary, you wouldn't go for him at a party.
I don't know that I'd be at a party with him. If I was at a party with him, I certainly wouldn't say no. He's hooking up with his friend.
Got it.
He's hooking up with a guy.
He's hooking up with that guy right there.
He's hooking up with a guy that looks exactly like him after surfing or something like that. That's out of my league. I can't get that.
That's shoulder punch gay sex.
I can't get that.
That's the one we talked about where he goes like this. He goes, dude, shut up, you're gay.
But what I can do is I can get NYU kids that want to eat salmon.
Got it.
You know, because they're broke, and I could be like, oh, you want to go to a nice restaurant? And they're like, okay. You'd surprised that people will do things for a tasting menu.
For stuff. Are you looking for like a steady boyfriend or husband in your life
really.
at all?
I mean, not really. I mean, eventually down the road, maybe.
Sure.
But, I mean, I don't...
But you're fine with just one-offs and stuff now?
Yeah, for right now, but that is getting old. I'm sure it'll, in the next year or two, maybe that'll change.
I mean, that's a good-looking guy. He shows a picture of.
Yeah, but he's like 22. There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
There's not literally, and people say that there's
My
nothing.
girlfriend's a bitch.
She's a bitch and a whore.
Because this slut came in and said, "Honey,
I can't believe
we're
it.
going to my sister's." I said, "Bitch, get out of my face."
She tried to have a threesome. I was like, what?
Ew.
Yeah.
Tuna
casserole.
That means I have to put one on my face?
It's like, oh my God, I love these whores.
I'd rather take a bath with octopuses.
I love these hoes.
Do you think it crushes her to find out that, or is it better to find out? Christine.
That's a great question.
Would it be better to find out that a guy was cheating on you with another girl or another fucking guy?
A guy.
And realize, I would think a guy probably.
Gotta be a guy, right? That's gotta hurt.
No, a girl, if your boyfriend's cheating on you with a man, you're like, how fucking oblivious am I
Oh,
all
okay.
around?
All right.
No, I mean, yes, you'd be oblivious, but wouldn't you still feel some sense of like, it wasn't because I wasn't a good enough, like, girl and sex partner for him. I'm not what he's really into, probably.
I
think a guy. I think it's better to find out it was a guy. Like,
I think best case an animal, because you're like, well, they're committing a felony.
So like when those,
you know what I mean?
When those articles come out, they do articles all the time where they get caught like fucking sheep and shit. Where like they come out in the article, like the article comes out, and you're like, I wonder if you're that person's spouse. If you're like, I mean, I guess it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Be
No,
better
I
if
mean,
it was
at the end of the day, it's a much better story to be like, he was fucking our dog.
Yeah.
You know?
She's just drunk on red wine.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm going to say it. He did the cat.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know any woman. Christina had crushes on a lot of gay guys, but I don't know if I know any girls who have like.
I definitely dated a girl who was.
There are people who are married to
a
people.
lesbian.
Yeah. Definitely.
Really?
To the point where I said it to Vecchione and our old roommate Pete. I was like, hey, do you think she was gay? And they were like, yeah. Because she was just very like, I like some masculine energy on a woman, but she was like straight
Goatee.
up like, what's up? She was basically like, but very cute.
It was
very
Jessica
cute.
Kirsten.
Yeah, but we
want to scrap?
Yeah, no, she would challenge me in a weird way. We were fine until we'd both get drunk, and then we'd just start fucking arguing. She was the girl that I told the story that she bullied me into wearing or sleeping naked. Because I wanted to sleep with my underwear on, and she's like, "Why are you?
Why does somebody have to bully you into sleeping naked?
Why are you
That's
doing
so
it like
weird.
why are you doing it like a homo? Oh, Christine would have to bully me into sleeping.
You don't
naked.
like sleeping naked? It's a big deal.
There's people that don't like it.
Not even.
We all tried to do it. We couldn't do it.
I don't know
Why?
if Christine has seen me head to toe naked in years.
That's so weird. If you're by yourself, you can't sleep naked.
I don't like it. I feel
when I'm by
vulnerable.
myself. Yeah, I have in hotels.
I can't. I won't sleep by myself naked. I feel very vulnerable.
Weird. But I
dig it. I think it's great.
I'm underwear, tank top.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm shorts.
Socks. Underwear, tank top, and socks.
I'm just usually like
I'm a
gym
full
shorts.
suit funeral position. Folded hands, just
Same
ready.
time at the end of the
just
day.
in case I go. Like, I just want everyone to know.
The coroner comes and goes like this. He goes, fucking easy peasy.
Yeah, he is so prepared, this guy.
Yeah, this fucking guy.
I have a eulogy in my pocket that's to be read.
He just pulls out the coroner that comes and finds you, just pulls out his phone. He goes, no, I am going to make the 6:30.
Christine, did you officially answer that? You would be more upset than if it was a guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Really? More than a girl?
Well, we've got a surprise for you, Christine. Bring him in.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm like, okay, so if Jay cheated on me with a girl or a guy, what would I be more upset with? I'm like, definitely a guy. For sure. So like, I could think about it in like hypothetical.
If I was like, Jay and I have been fucking for 4 years, you stupid bitch.
Like, I am
right under your nose.
Right under your fucking whore bag
We
nose.
even said it on air, and you're just dumbass cackled and played a video, and I said it. I said, I'm fucking your man.
I'm just talking to you on the phone while Dan's chewing on my num-nums.
I go like this. He goes, you were on her way up. I'm all, I go, is that Christine? Can you get her a coffee?
So I said, hey. Yeah, see if she can grab me a small iced coffee.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so let's go back to this. This is them at a house party. This is why it takes 2 episodes to get through a documentary. It's just them being beautiful and young, looking like they're in a Gene commercial. Oh, they're kissing.
I hate every one of these conversations.
Technology progressing more and more. It's kind of like that awkward stage in generations where it's like, do you just do technology to meet people, or do you actually go out and have experiences? And it's kind of at the point where it's like, all right, let's slide in those DMs, or let's hit up Tinder or something. But
there's nothing in that beer.
Not as real, you know what I mean?
Go back, Christine. There's nothing in that beer. That can, it was so light.
Right.
You see what I'm saying, Lou? It's just, I don't know, the way
Also,
you move the
shout out to Cam being high as fuck.
Yeah.
Shout out Cam.
Cam looks a lot better here than he did. He looks really good here.
But also,
yeah, well, they're not shooting him from up the nostrils, laying down.
Also, I think it's maybe that he has a head cold. Maybe that's why his eyes and his nasals are all blocked.
Watch this can. Watch just the physics of this can.
It's kind of like that awkward stage in generations where it's like, do you just do technology to meet people, or do you actually go out and have experiences? And it's kind of at the point where it's like, all right, let's slide in those DMs, or let's hit up Tinder or something.
Nothing
but
in that can.
it's kind of like not as real.
Am I right, Mark Face?
What's a Tinderella?
It's like a Cinderella, but with a Tinder slut.
Yeah,
she's a Tinder slut. Yeah, she's a Tinder slut.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say it. I'm just going to come out and say it.
He goes,
it's Tinder slut. I'm a why pull punches.
I'm sorry.
Here we are. We're doing a documentary.
Josh, Skyler, I know you're going to be upset at me, but it's a Tinder slut.
Tinder slut. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. There
is the camera on? Are we recording? It's a Tinder
First of all,
slut.
this is on HBO.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is going on at HBO?
HBO's hooking us up with 2 episodes.
What's going on at HBO?
I don't know, but
I try to believe in the good of the world or that things make sense at the end of the day. So I have to believe this documentary filmmaker, with a lot of documentaries that I watch where I get frustrated, I get myself out of being frustrated by going, well, the documentary person definitely gets that they made a funny documentary.
Yes. Well,
not a real groundbreaking getting to the bottom of, because this is a documentary where you're like, these are the people you would, because they actually talk to the people who own Tinder and everything, and they explain the thing, but every person they talk to, one after another, is a boob.
I think it's done. I think it's also done if you're making a documentary like this to like, all right, well, if I have this opportunity, why don't I make people who feel bad that they don't get a lot of dates on these social apps to show you that most of these people are idiots.
And I think the other thing is
you're not missing out. And the people that do well on them are fucking idiots.
They want this talked about.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing now about everything is they just got to have it talked about. So this is the perfect thing. This is like, oh my God, did you see X?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, also because these dating apps, they're, standing outside of Studio 54 on like a much larger level.
Yeah.
It's beautiful people picking beautiful people, and then...
To me, it's like, I still feel like dating apps in general it's a casino.
Yeah.
And you're just throwing fucking dice. You're fishing, you're dropping lines.
It's funny you say that.
Yeah.
In this documentary, that people who created Tinder, when they speak to them, say they use the template of a casino.
That's what it is, man.
It's that when you get a match, confetti on the screen
Nobody
and everything.
cares. It's all bullshit.
And it's like a big deal that someone is, you have matched. It makes positive noises.
Genuine connections in life are rare. That's why they should be avoided.
Yeah.
And like at the end of the day, you meet somebody, you click, you have that moment, you have that thing, but like the initial stage of just getting in front of somebody at a coffee house, it's just like, it's all a numbers game.
Yeah.
Just do as many as you can.
I had a stone thought walking through the city the other day. I walked by a girl, interesting, pretty, but like also very interesting looking.
In New York.
Yeah, very New York. And I just say, like, isn't it funny that, like, if me and her bump shoulders, say sorry, we have some brief conversation and we go, it's like just that person is now in your world. Do you know what I mean? Like, for a while, it's just an interesting thing. Like, that girl who just walked by, like, there's a chance where, do you know what I mean? Like, when she walks, I'm just very interested in lives of people. Like, that girl's whole life is its own drama and story and turmoil and whatever. And if me and her just link up one day, you become a part of that story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus just, or you go, oh, actually, I can't talk. I gotta run.
Well, dude,
or I gave someone the wrong phone number by accident.
To bring it back to the app thing, my fucking buddy Fartbox showed me an app, a dating app where they tell you how many times you've walked by a person. Like, I walk by a building they've been in, or they've crossed you on the highway, and you're like...
Well, listen, the new thing, man, here's the new thing, and this is where this is all heading. Times Square, they're going to have, like, they're putting up this new 20-story retail space, and there's going to be cameras and sensors that study and pick up information from you while you walk around it. What are you looking at? How long are you looking at it? How many people are you with? How many times are you looking at your phone? What websites you going to? And they're going to compile all that data to build a profile of you as a shopper. I mean, it's crazy. They're going to compile data from you walking around a store. Like, imagine you're just walking around a store. It's like, that guy spent 5 minutes with pillows. That's more of a thing than we thought.
Yeah.
People want pillows. That guy was with 3 of his weird. They all separated and went to places and then they got back. Like, when he was alone, he looked at this. When he was with his boys, he looked at that. He doesn't feel like he can look at that when he's with his friends. Like, maybe we should put, this is all the way it's going to be.
It's removing humanity.
It's removing humanity.
Me and Christine
every minute
met at comedy clubs and just, like, hit it off.
Every minute of every day, everything you do is being used and weaponized to sell you something. Every Google search, everything you jerk off to, every fucking thing is like saved in a data bank, and they're like, well, we're going to sell you this. Crazy.
And the thing is, and you remember, like, advertising on such a subliminal level, like, works.
Yeah.
You just think, I know from just listening to Howard Stern as much as I listened to it, when it was something like, man, how could we... I want to get some of these, like, Christina's cell phone pictures. She wanted to make actual pictures. And I knew, I was like, oh, I forget what it was called now, but it was like an easy, 1-800-photo thing or something. And we did it, and we used the code.
That's good,
because it was just, I just know that name. I've heard him say it.
Yeah. Well, it's so weird also being on this.
There's 80 companies, I'm sure, that do it.
We do it with our live reads. Yeah. You're like, promo code Bonfire. And you're like, someone has typed in, like, I'm gonna go get some sheets.
Yeah. Why not?
You know, like I'm gonna use Uber. I'm gonna go get a Blink home security camera.
Well, because I think also it's funny that with most media, they try to get money from you. The thing is, pay money, and you'll never have to deal with watching
bullshit.
these advertisements anymore.
That's the thing. They're like, hey, here's an advertisement for money, so you don't have to watch advertising.
And also the other thing, which I kind of hate, everything's now an experience. Like, you can't just go to a store. It's a pop-up store. It's a museum. The Band-Aid Museum. And what about the history of socks? And here's the ice cream museum. And everything's a factory. And it's 3 floors of a warehouse where they have a bunch of unemployed NYU kids running around spraying you with bubbles and foam. And all of a sudden, that's going to make you want a freaking pair of Yeezys. I don't know, but it's like, it's a weird thing where, like, you're being treated like a literal child when you were a kid.
It's the trick of confusion.
Yeah.
They're just overloading you where you're like, what's happening? And then they go, you want some Levi's? You're
Right.
like, can I leave here? If I get the Levi's, do I leave?
Yeah.
Can I go back to a silent room?
It's weird to have had almost half of my life so what would be considered like analog now to being where we're at now, and it is just an odd.
It's odd because
I like the moving forward. I love the accessibility of music that when I was a kid would have blown my mind.
Dude, every album
and TV and everything. I love the
video
accessibility
games,
all on my phone.
Food.
It's amazing that
but
now.
But there's some element though where I don't know if I want to when I get a phone call. Say to my TV like answer, and then it's like my mom on the screen, and I talk. I don't know, like
but
the
it's
whole.
Also like they're selling you these experiences because now people do not leave their house. Everything is digital. The idea of you just going somewhere and being in a place is special. It used to be like, oh, you're going to Kmart.
You went to the mall to shop.
Now it's like to get people out. It's like, oh, come see this new thing we got going on. Come see the cereal exhibit. Like I walked by, I swear to God, there's a store, a pop-up store in New York with just different kinds of Kellogg's cereal.
Watch yourself. That's actually, it's not a pop-up store. It's a regular store.
It's a regular store?
It's a regular store.
And it is a
I do want to go. I've heard,
monument
and I want to go.
Well, I mean, but it's the thing. It's like, what is the why?
Cereal's great. It took long
So then
enough.
eat it at your kitchen table.
We'll make a store of it.
Why do you need the Kellogg store?
Some of us want a bowl of Frosted Flakes at 2 p.m. when we're walking through Union Square.
And you can then take a little thing in your pocket. Like, this is crazy. The people in this right now are crazy people.
Well, you also wonder, how does it make money?
Cereal in public?
Hi, I'm Dan Soder from Billions. And while I'm not filming Billions, I like to eat at Kellogg's cereal.
If you're eating cereal in public, you're a child or you're homeless. That is it.
Or Dan Soder.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to get behind you on that. You're eating cereal publicly?
You're a homeless person. Or you're a child.
Or you're coming back from press and Continental Breakfast was up.
Yeah. Dude, cereal is... Now, I'm all about a Wawa. That's an experience. Absolutely. Homeless people in Wawa act as ambassadors of Wawa.
They should be.
They show you around Wawa and you tip them.
Yeah, the Kellogg store is a thing that I would go into and also understand the pretentiousness of it. Like
I would just be like, you're selling me cereal. Fuck you.
I love it.
I've eaten this since I'm 9.
Yeah.
What's next?
At
the
home.
bottled water experience.
Dude, I love it.
Come
Have
for
you
the
been to the
Poland
Kellogg
Spring.
store?
Yeah.
You went to
Dude,
it.
it's crazy.
I sat down and ripped through a couple bowls of cereal.
Do they have cereal that you cannot get?
Do you hold your spoon like this? Do you do the kid, the real like?
I put on cartoons and I sit Indian style, holding a bowl. Going. No, I went in because they had a thing outside that said they were selling Girl Scout cookies there. So I went to go clean up on Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
They didn't.
And then figured you have a bowl of cereal?
No, I didn't have a bowl of cereal. I left.
I went to the ice cream museum. My agent took me to the ice cream museum. It's the stupidest thing in the world. Mm-hmm. You just go room to room. My agent took a photo of me in a pool of sprinkles. It was disgusting. It was demoralizing. First of all, there are children there who don't know what's going on because there's adults in a pool of sprinkles. They're flipped the fuck out. The kids are like, "What's going on?" These are the people that give us food. We're depending on them, and I'm in the sprinkles like this with a dumb swimming tube around me in a sprinkle bowl, and I'm getting photos of myself. I'm like, this is wrong.
That sounds fun.
The quicksand of sprinkles.
Yeah.
We lost Tim to sprinkles.
Yeah.
They go, we're at chocolate or
eventually
rainbow.
he aspirated the sprinkles, and
They
we were not able to save
They
it.
opened into his esophagus, forming a small. The windpipe got so enclosed. Should we take another break and come back? Hell yeah.
All right.
Tim Dillon hanging out with us for the show. We're watching Swiped, the HBO documentary.
Let's get back to this documentary. We're doing Swiped, HBO documentary about dating in the digital era. And so far we've This is void of one likable human being.
There's not one person.
I don't know. I think Cam is not as bad as you're making him out to be.
I think he's a tool.
Yeah, I think he's dope.
I think he's a pretty good dude. He's just trying to figure out his life.
He's trying to make his way.
You know, he's just trying to make his way.
Just a bro hanging out with some bros.
You know, just trying to get that fat cock wet. That's all he's trying to do. Why are you hating?
He's doing shots.
7.
Oh, you guys, you still drinking.
I maybe judge this a lot also because I never went to these.
Yeah.
I wasn't at these things.
I went to a couple of them at University of Arizona.
I went to a bunch, but I went to high school ones. I wasn't, but I think the high school ones are very similar.
Yeah,
I would say the high school ones even. I was never at these high school ones.
You know, hooked up with a couple girls, and then I now have their Instagram, you know, and that's a way to keep in touch. It's not like a way to like, I don't know, force like anything on someone. You're not going to be like, you know, like, let me get your number. I'm texting you constantly to stay connected.
You hooked up with a couple of girls at the same party?
No. Oh, yeah, at the same party. Not the party we were at last night with you.
We went to a different party.
Yeah.
I hooked up with 2 girls at the same party.
Fist bump. I'm gonna lay back down.
I mean, you can't pause on Cam's face where he doesn't want. You want to just punch him in his chest,
especially when he goes his fucking Johnny Lawrence hair from the Karate Kid.
Yeah, that's right. He's got bad guy hair.
He goes, yeah. We went to another party and these sluts were sucking on us like they were gerbils and we were the water.
Oh, that was your sister?
This is the
man,
version.
She's got a mouth like a Hoover.
Yeah. He goes, my bad.
This is the version of Brett Kavanaugh that just becomes a paralegal.
Yeah,
like that's the highest he'll get.
You go, hey, I think my paralegal's sexually assaulted a woman at a party. They go, yeah, we'll take him down for that.
That's Cam.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes, hey, guess what? Kristen is older sister. He's hearing your hand when it's like,
oh, I'll fucking kill you. I'll kill you.
Yo, it's Okerson's fucking cousin. We all gangbanged last night. Like, why are you saying like
why
that?
do you get so mean? Like you skateboard everywhere.
Do you guys watch a lot of porn?
He watches porn, he watches porn, he watches porn, he watches porn. I don't watch porn.
Skip forward to the gay guys, which is coming up right after this scene, I believe. There's the lady just breastfeeding.
Please, God, go back to that. What?
Yeah, I forgot.
Why is this necessary?
April Alliston, who is a professor of comparative literature and gender and sexuality studies, is just breastfeeding.
Do you mind if I breastfeed during
Here's the deal. Yeah, she's like, I have to. It's a mother's call.
Know the female body at all. They don't understand how to make a woman orgasm.
I think
they look more at like porn, because when you watch like
it's quite an adult conversation
like,
for a girl with tattooed hands.
Yeah,
or something.
Regular old vanilla sex acts that everybody does sometimes as a form of humiliation for the women involved. It's not about their orgasm, except as it's sexy that it happens to always be a function of the male ejaculation or the male pounding or whatever.
In every
she goes,
it's hilarious. Lou played that, but I didn't. I really thought that the baby started crying.
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh, sorry, I have to switch tits."
So here it is. There's more of these dickwads.
Like guys get addicted to it and girls get addicted to it, and it's fucking insane. And like I have this one friend back home who's like, he's like, yeah, like I can't finish unless I watch porn.
What?
Yeah, like he'll be fucking a girl and he's
what?
like,
can that happen to all of us?
He goes, can you finish? He's just on his phone. These guys are fucking morons. Keep playing.
I have to like jack off or something to finish.
He has something wrong with him.
So it's like
Skylar is the most punchable person in this group. He's twice done some low-key passive-aggressive shit where he's like, sounds like that's more of a personal problem for him.
Well, he made a choice to wear a fur-lined mustard-colored hoodie.
Can I just tell you right now, I was looking at a fur-lined, almost that exact hoodie in green online.
Not mustard.
No.
An asshole color choice either way, but not mustard.
Why? Jacob's got a hoodie like that, and I like it very much.
Is Jacob wearing a green hoodie?
No, he's got
mustard-colored hoodie is only appropriate if it's season 2 of The Wire.
True.
You're working on the docks in Baltimore.
True. Yeah. True.
You're eating an Old Bay season crab cake.
I have a problem with the color, not the fur line.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, we're cool. We're cool again.
I'll just be cold, okay?
He watches way too much porn. And it's just like desensitizes for sure.
There are guys my age suffering from ED because when they have a sexual relationship with a girl, they can't perform because their mind is so skewed already by porn.
It's an epidemic.
You're an epidemic.
Men who, when they put a condom on, they lose their erection right away.
I hate this
then they
chick
try
so
to
much.
Use that to weasel out of wearing a condom. You know,
Nice.
This is the most chaotic documentary. Like, I don't even know what.
Well,
like, what are we trying to learn about?
No idea.
No idea.
That's what I mean. Is it dating apps? Is it porn? Is it?
I'll tell you what it makes me think. It makes me think that dating apps lead you to.
Yeah.
At least the people who, because I don't think these are the people who link up with me, the girls they've interviewed in this documentary so far, but like they're, thank God, because they seem like babbling idiots.
I feel like the next thing they're going to talk about is global warming. I'm like so confused.
This girl,
the Avery murders.
This girl was in a round circle conversation about like, God, it's just like all about sex, and all these guys want is sex. And then they interview her by herself, and she goes, "Look, you know, when I use it, mostly it's just for like frivolous sex." Yeah. And it's like,
right?
They don't prove anything. It is very chaotic. Hit play because I think it's right after this is the
best.
You don't need it. I just got tested. And I'm like, no, you didn't. I know you didn't just get tested.
What?
I'd say the condom problem is because of porn. Because
I'll
I feel
finish
like
on your
men
face,
are
I swear.
No, I promise.
No, I'll pull out way early and I'll beat off all over your face, call you a little bitch.
Go to the next scene.
Damn, let's go bra and basically.
Okay. And then you shoot it. So she's.
Oh, maybe the gay guys were before this. I thought, or
this might be
them. There's a chance that's him.
Yeah, there he is. The most hateable. Right with Kyle.
So we have the scene with Kyle.
Kyle's
guitar
back.
God, Jacob's nemesis.
This guy has gold fingers, dude.
Fucking pussy.
He picks a guitar and he's fucking, look at him. He's got a girlfriend with big boobs.
So that's his girlfriend now.
You want to hit play?
So this is my girlfriend, Alex. And I met her on Tinder. And her tagline was stoned in the bath eating clementines.
Babe, my first one was I'll blow you for a sandwich.
Can I tell you what? I don't want to be a cock. I think
he's out of her league.
I think he's out of her. Yeah,
he's so out of her league.
He could do way better than
She's
this
a
chick.
dumpy Brooklyn pig. I mean, that's the reality.
She looks like a fucking Denny, like a 4 a.m. Denny's wage.
But
in Brooklyn, that's like a brand.
There's a scene. Yeah, there's a scene that comes up where you're like, oh, okay, she cleans up. So here,
girls a week on Tinder.
And then what?
And then he met me.
and she's got that smoker's laugh.
I mean, in our case, it just kind of happened. And like, the more time we spent together, I was like, man, I'm like, this chick is really cool.
Look at
and it kind of just materialized.
I was like, yeah, are her legs bruised up?
Everybody blow him in camp. Like he's that guy.
He goes, whatever, blowjob's a blowjob. Yeah, he goes,
a mouth is a mouth.
Does it look like she got pelted with, does it look like someone was mean to her with a paintball gun?
Yeah.
And welted her legs? Yeah.
Is she blotchy and awkward? Yes.
Sure.
Yes, she is.
Does she smell like sandwich ham?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
She can hold her own. Yeah. She can hold her own at Peter Luger's.
Yeah.
Are the bottom of her feet always black? Sure. Sure.
Is somehow her butthole pinker than her skin?
Yeah.
I don't know why it is.
Hanging out with her more, and like in that best friend kind of quality, rather than just like the hit it and quit it, or
I hate pause it.
Does she have prominent inner lips from over abuse?
Dude,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's one of the reasons I also love her.
Kyle would be the guy to use the term hit it and quit it. Jacob, would you have guessed that Kyle uses that term? This is your guy. This is the guy you hate.
Jacob. This is the follow-up.
Yeah.
Don't you want to know if his life turns out shitty the way you hoped?
That he got hot girls in the beginning.
But this is his girlfriend. This is not a hot girl.
No, her knees are always red.
Yeah. She looks like your friend's sister.
She's also very low maintenance. He doesn't have to shower. You know, like he steals her money. It's a fun relationship.
He definitely does.
Oh yeah, she lets his friends watch.
Yeah, she pays for mostly everything they do.
She pays for a bunch, I bet. Yeah,
I bet he lives with her.
I don't know how he makes a living because he seems to be living really well.
Yeah, his parents paid a living.
He's found a way to monetize being awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, that turns out smashing puss is a good income.
Yeah.
So, given that we have discussed, because Alex is what I guess you can define as heteroflexible. So, given that we have been you like experimenting with having a third, just so it feels like there's not some sort of.
If you're in a couple, and by the way, she does look way better here. If you're in a couple and you're being interviewed together, and the girl's sitting with her legs out, and the guy's Indian style, I think this is the situation, Tim. She is in fact dating a gay man.
Well, here's the thing. I think his sexuality really is depending on who is letting him live in their apartment.
Yeah, he's
I agree.
So you call him he's vagrant sexual?
Yeah, he's vagrant sexual. He can only come when rent is being paid by somebody else.
He goes like this. He goes
genitalia unimportant.
He goes cool. So is heating? He goes. He's undoing his pants. He goes. Is heating included?
He's like, the hottest thing to me is when a partner of any gender gets up every day to go to work, and I stay alone in the apartment to get high and to look for other guarantors eventually when they find out my bullshit.
I call it lily pad searching.
Yeah, it's
let's do a website
like this. I think it's the fathers of the girls who fund this guy's life.
Oh, hell yeah. But there's a lot of guys that are working in business buildings.
But he's a hot dude.
Us.
Here's the thing. This is a trade-off.
Yeah.
She's not wrong to fuck this hot guy.
Yeah, she gets to fuck, has a boyfriend. They do a little documentary
about it. Her parents made money for a reason.
They had a screening of
so
this.
that she can bring in this zero, but the hot zero.
100%.
To fucking...
Oh, keep the bloodline attractive?
Yeah, to fuck her. Maybe they get married and you got really good looking kids and he's a zero. He's a guy at the family business that's in charge of an operation. There's something that doesn't matter.
I guarantee
overlook something.
I
guarantee they had an obnoxious viewing party.
He's a stay-at-home dad. This is the stay-at-home dad.
Like a Facebook invite that's like, come see Kyle and I in the new HBO documentary.
Dude, they're all over L.A. All these hot guys that do nothing are all over L.A. They marry professional women. I know Michelle's good friend is this exact thing. The woman is very professional author, kills, writes a lot of books, makes a lot of money. The dad is this hot guy that was an actor, is a stay-at-home dad. The lady's, a handsome woman, let's say that. And the guy's just hanging out all day with the kids, being a bro. He's got 2 sons. He just hangs. Yeah.
What a gig.
He looks great. He's 43. He looks like he's 23. He walks in. He's not stressed. Everything's fine. He's living in the fucking Hollywood Hills.
Do you think
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You think he fucks other places? Or do you think it's just the guy who's like, whatever?
Yeah, he fucks when he wants.
Yeah.
He'll fuck something. He meets up with some chick. Fucks quick. It means nothing. And guess what? His wife probably doesn't even give a shit.
Yeah, right.
She doesn't even care.
She gets what she wants out of it.
She gets what she wants. He's watching her kids.
We saw somebody we know on me and Christine on social media the other day with a new boyfriend, and it's clearly a woman. Yeah, that's it right there. And you're like, you got to find even better ones of how different in the league they are here. But it's just she's pretty goofy looking, and the guy's he's like a Brazilian
handsome,
just handsome guy. Yeah,
that guy looks like the Salt Bay guy.
Yeah.
The guy did Hot Latin Lover that sprinkles salt on your steak. And she looks like someone that you would see on the Pennsylvania Turnpike smoking a cigarette and having the guy yell at her and be like, you can't smoke here, and having her just give him the finger and continue to smoke while she pumps her gas.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's it's such a mismatch. And
oh my God.
Yeah, we were saying
this guy is not a match.
And we were saying how much though. But
he's probably a grifter. He's probably a dude. These guys are grifters. He looks like he has money. He probably has no money. And everything. These are clothes he's wearing that were bought by another woman.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Another woman took him to get that suit.
And I know we know her. She has a good job, right, Christine? She's like a high level something.
Yeah, no.
And so, and I'm telling you, she just has cash. And this guy is just. But I wonder if she gets that.
I don't know.
Probably on a very, 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 very deep level, but not up front. Then it's it's a good relationship.
Beverly Hills is built like this, but it's kind of the other way around, where it's a lot of older, wealthy men and young women. You go, what the hell's going on? And you're like, oh, these people want to live. Because listen, here's the deal. Some people just say to themselves, listen, I want to live in a mansion. I don't want to leave Earth without living in a mansion.
Right.
So what do I got to do?
That's one of their most important things. They're looking
and a lot of people judge those people. I'm like, good for you. Do what you want to do.
But
do what you want to do.
Do you look at it the same, if someone's I love a person with a sense of humor. Some people are I like a man with a mansion.
Same thing.
Same thing, right?
To me, yeah. Who cares? It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, go try to, listen, when shit goes wrong, sense of humor ain't always the thing. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes.
So this girl's dad is paying for this guy to live in this great Greenpoint apartment for sure.
I don't know. All I know is that he is not paying for anything.
By the way, that park they were at, that he introduces his girlfriend, was where the girl I met on the date from the app had the 2 cats.
Oh, really?
It's in Greenpoint.
What else? So what do they talk about more threesomes?
Oh, yeah.
Crossing the legs is making me crazy now. You see, Kyle's a bigger douche, I feel, than the goat guy. Visually, he's a bigger douche. The goat guy says more shitty
You're right. He
things.
does say this. His body language is much more hateable. All right,
He's always going to have a good life, I think.
Restriction, on the relationship.
Also, it's fun because then we get to play with Tinder again.
So you guys swipe together now on Tinder?
Yeah, we have
on
a joint
Tinder and on OkCupid. We have a joint OkCupid account. Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, well, maybe not.
Which works out. Homegirl has too many tattoos.
Look at this bitch getting judgy.
Yeah.
Weird eyebrows.
She's like my type, but not your type.
No, I would do her.
We like big boobs.
She likes big.
See that angle? He's not that good looking.
Look at our previous generation.
Yeah, he is a little shot to shot.
Dude, that angle.
He's two-faced?
He's weathered.
Yeah.
Bro, see that angle? If you can go back to that angle, angle, he looked weathered, and I'm telling you. Because right here, it's
I love that angle on her. Look at those. Good
she's got huge tits.
Yeah.
This angle here, he's okay.
He's got old Russian face.
Yeah, he's got something's going on there.
Yeah, he's a dude. He's a grifter.
Dude.
He's a dick grifter.
He also got
See, you see it right there. It's great. One shot. You can see somebody's essence, his soul.
Yeah.
He, in 6 months, he's cheating on her now.
Oh, yeah.
He's cheating on her now, and he's you know what he does? He goes on Zillow and looks at apartments, and then goes to open houses and sees frumpy Williamsburg bitches buying apartments, and then he lays pipe and sees where he can move in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's his dating app, is Zillow.
That was the follow-up interview?
Yeah.
He goes, I'm on Zillow. I am killing it.
Yeah, I'm murdering it.
I got a house in Manhattan. I got a house in Jersey.
Yeah.
If you look at our previous generation or the generation before, it's like you meet someone in your hometown, you date them, they're like your high school sweetheart, you date them, and that's the only person that you've really been with. And that kind of monogamy is super scary. It can go on for 60 years.
Look at this chick's fucking place in her early 20s.
Yeah.
He's in the older generations, you had to have a job and earn money, and then you'd have to
a lot of responsibility,
Hunt,
and the ability for you to carry responsibility showed women that you were a good partner.
Yeah,
but now you just sling dick and have a couple good text lines.
Yeah, the idea of getting up every day and going to a job is really scary. So I've really tried to look at this with a lot more.
Yeah.
A guy. Realizing he has a power over women to understand how to prey on their insecurity is so 180 from what my mindset is.
Right.
Preying on a woman, you know what I mean?
It's a bad guy. That's a bad guy.
Yeah, this guy understands that this chick is I can't believe it. But I'm always blown away when women don't seem to see it.
Yeah,
this guy really likes me.
I think it's also the way that certain men get fucking hustled by women like gold diggers, because it's they're playing to a part. They're playing to a part of you that blinds you because it feels so good. Because you're
a guy who knows
this crazy
of yourself.
hot girl likes me. This has got to be something, and then you're like, if I goes for money, and it's gone.
But have a guy knowing himself that much that it's I am great looking enough that this is
I mean, he's obnoxiously
we'll make this happen.
He's obnoxious. He's a good looking dude, and he's just strongly opinionated. So you can just tell that he's he would start talking and I'd be like, all right,
play more of him. I'm going to shove a fucking can in his mouth.
And it's super bland, and then you die. So praising the whole
I mean, really? He just slapped her on the ass.
Yeah.
But it is just that is the thing for the camera will do to...
see, we have fun.
Due to people that you may never have crossed paths with.
Could we see each other doing this forever? I don't know.
I mean, definitely not past 60.
Not past 60. I mean, I was thinking not past... I'm 27, so not past 30.
Oh, okay.
This is definitely already over.
Yeah.
If she's setting definite lines on it, she's not into it. She's like, how much longer do I have to do this for you to stay with me?
She's not into it at all. You can tell,
At all.
And she just keeps laughing it off. Where she goes, "We get to play with Tinder, so that's me good." Yeah, all right. This is the gay scene.
I bet you do.
Dude, Andy Fiore just excitedly goes, "I know exactly where this is."
When the
Andy's
trans
like, I know
gay
everyone
bar.
in this thing.
He goes, "Oh my God, my old haunt."
Oh,
he goes, I haven't been to the Metro in years.
Oh,
that place
it's Auntie.
like this. He goes,
Oh,
I
I know
wonder
that
if
place.
Sydney still bartends on the afternoons.
It's Auntie Uncle Edna.
Yeah. Now they're at a gay bar.
What we do know is that with the rise of the internet, many people that previously had a hard time connecting can now find someone else. So for instance, in our data where we know that over a third of people have met someone through the internet, that number is even higher for gay men and lesbian women. And if you think about it,
that's a lot of pussy getting ate.
It might be easy enough for a gay man or a lesbian woman to meet someone to date. But in many places throughout the United States, it might not be that easy. If you're talking about a population that is a minority group, in this case a sexual minority group, you then have to find someone else that meets the same criteria, and that might be kind of hard. And on top of that, in many places in the U.S., it still might not be all that safe for a gay man or a lesbian woman to walk into a bar and try and pick someone up. So the internet has allowed people of so many different walks of life to find each other, to connect with each other, and
do you agree with
possibly
that, Tim?
start dating and have a relationship.
Sure, yeah. I mean, what? Agree with what?
Like saying like it's making it easier for gay dudes in like Omaha to bang.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's probably where it comes in the most.
Oh my God, yeah. Like Albuquerque.
I mean, 100%.
Where your community might.
I tend to think, here's what I think. I think that there was a documentary on Netflix called Small Town Gay Bar, which was really great. And they talked about, how tough it is to be gay in this small town. But then what you found, like halfway through the documentary, is that this small group of gay people had this really strong community.
Yeah.
And you go to LA and San Fran and New York, there's nothing even approximating that. There's nothing even close to that. Like, there's so many options. There's so much, which is, it's a positive, but the negative of that could be that there is no. So a lot of those smaller places is much harder to be, which sucks, and that's changing. But the internet is much better. But it's like, sometimes like when I go to small towns, I go on the internet. Tons of tons of dudes.
So
tons of closeted.
Have you ever
dudes.
been to a city where you're like, wow, there's not a lot of gay guys here?
No. I mean, there's
because the apps have allowed
a lot.
Well, the apps have allowed closeted men.
There are dudes that you guys are friends with that you don't know that have done gay stuff that you would never know, and that's what flips people's mind.
Oh,
there's a guy, there's people that you grew up with that you're probably still friends with today that are maybe not gay but have done things that they will not say anything about.
Yeah, Lou Witzke.
And
I go to Atlanta all the time.
Yeah, he does. He goes a lot. And he's there for
and those
reasons.
dudes sometimes they have, sometimes they'll have a profile on Grindr.
Yeah, that's got to be as a gay guy. Is that weird when you see someone in the comedy community that's not gay on?
No, I've never seen somebody in the comedy community that's not gay. I mean, that I've never seen.
You never
on like Grindr or something?
No, because it'll just be a photo of like their abs. They're not going to put their face out there. But I mean, we all know that there's gay
Chris
people.
Stefano's headshot.
Yeah, there's
just a headshot looking up, like going up the stairs.
There's closeted gay people. There's a ton. I don't know how many of them are in comedy. There's a ton of them in entertainment.
Yeah,
ton of actors. Ton of actors, especially young actors that have a fan base of tween fan base.
Yeah,
they are told actively, don't come out, you will ruin your career.
Jeez.
And you do.
I have such a...
And it's so sad for them because I'm like, wow, they're multimillionaires. They can fuck anyone they want. They live in Beverly Hills. But they have to live this lie. Whereas I live honestly at Go Bananas in Cincinnati in an extended stay America.
Hell yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Some long grass out front.
Grubhubbing Cheesecake Factory food because as per the hotel, there's no food here and there's no food close.
Yeah.
So, they're living, it's a real hard life.
Well, let's go.
Closeted actors have.
Yeah, there's, having sushi flown in.
We met on Grindr when he first moved here.
Explain Grindr.
Grindr is a gay dating app, mostly used for sex.
It's a grid of pictures of guys.
Is that what it mostly is? Just nice stomachs?
I mean, it can be. That's not.
There's no way. I don't have a body for Grindr. I can't put my.
That's a little. This is a little much.
That's a little much. It's not
They've kind of did that for the effect. That is what a lot of it is. But you get a fat bear in there. You're gonna get somebody with red hair.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like this is not always just gonna be abs.
Dude, 4 down from the left. I'd love to have that. Or 3rd down from the left. I mean, all of them. I'd take all of them. Let's hit play.
And lots of torsos.
I don't know, whenever you told straight people about Grindr 2 years ago, I mean, they were like, wow, crazy. Like, do you do that all the time? You're like, no, but it is a thing because it's harder for us to meet
I don't
people.
know, it's so funny because men that label themselves as straight and then they just put like a headless torso and they're like, oh, I'm on the DL, but I'm like, are you really if you're on this app?
And then there's people on Grindr who are like, anon, like they don't show their face. They don't want to know
like a tiny dude. Are you gay or in 5th grade?
I mean, dude, this super tight. I mean, he's wearing like a little boy, like a Pop Warner League football jersey.
Which, by the way, Powder Puff is high school girls. But
I mean, that is fucking hilarious.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think I dressed the exact same way in one day of 4th grade in the summer. I think I wore a similar black.
You're like
mesh top with jeans.
You're like who? What's your demo of men? He's like pedophiles. Usually,
I like men that usually want to go to schools.
Baseball coaches.
A lot of
men of the cloth.
A lot of
men of the cloth.
I'm a man who looks like a boy who likes men that like boys.
So this is a twink, and then if he was furry, he'd be an otter.
Okay.
And then if he was furry and bigger, he'd be like a bear. And then if he was like, there's all this is a twink. This is a schoolboy.
Schoolboy.
This is kind of what he's going for.
That whatever he is, my favorite kind of gay.
Could he keep a bushy dick? Could he keep like a huge bush? You know, because you see a guy like this, and you're like, it's gonna be bare, and then he's all, woof. It's just fucking a ton of pubes.
Dude, this kid dances a lot during a day.
Oh my god, especially in front of the mirror as he's leaving to check himself out.
And I mean, real pulling the finger, kind of like old Madonna dances.
God, I bet he's a horrific roommate.
No, he's like 1980s gay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
he's
what,
having a lot of fun.
Horrific roommate, but an easy flying 69. I mean, you can hold this guy by his hips.
Oh my god, you can walk around and do stuff around the house while you're doing it.
He doesn't have sex. He does a floor exercise.
Yeah.
Like that's
he's got the fucking ribbons.
Yeah.
That's how he fucks.
He's like, you want to come over? Did you learn your routine?
Yeah.
I did.
He goes, do you mind if I chalk my feet?
Yeah. I'm on the parallel bars.
He goes, here we go. I'm gonna suck your ass. Go. All right, let's go back to our little gymnastic.
Like you'll get those messages that are like, depending on if you're the top or the bottom. It's like you can just walk in and I'll be like blindfolded on all fours and you just fuck me and then leave.
I had a couple of friends who would get just almost zombified, looking at the phone or checking for a hookup or trying to make something happen, even when we were all out together. So it started to change.
I just noticed his shirt.
All be there.
Is all dicks?
I just noticed his shirt's all dicks.
You just noticed?
I don't know why. I just was like, oh man, that's all dicks. Can I get you that shirt?
Like, that one green one looks like a dick, and the pink one, right. It's all dicks.
Oh god damn it!
Now I get it.
I go, you know what? I thought I was seeing stuff.
Whole thing's dicks.
The whole time.
Okay.
And half the people were just looking at their phone. And you thought, well, but we're all already at the dance, you know?
Yeah. Stop looking at your phone. Look at my dick shirt.
I'm slapping my dick on your forearm.
I've purchased this all-dick, multicolored shirt to get noticed.
And you're going to keep your head buried in your phone?
on your fucking phone right now?
You're like, what are you doing?
What kind of insanity?
Oh, man, the guy on the left, nose ring, just mustache.
By the way, could also be an 80s bad guy.
No shit.
He could easily be an 80s bad guy as much as he's a 2018 homosexual man.
Honestly, because it's like people are still hooking up all the time, but now they're like
he looks like
doing
the guy
it,
you showed us.
Yeah, he sounds like him too.
It's like this
That's how gay
flexibility.
sounds.
No, he's not that. I'm kidding. I'm just inflating it for comedic purposes.
Sure.
But he has a few
Josh
drinks.
comes over and goes, "Yo, Tim, my girlfriend's hot as shit,
No,
son."
he has a few
Yo,
drinks.
bro.
When you have a few drinks, you're like,
Comes out.
It kind of comes out.
Yeah, I get you.
It's almost. It's not like people. Yeah.
They think we're like we don't have to cruise anymore, so we shouldn't because we can just go on Grindr. Why would you want to cruise when you can go on Grindr? It's like, well, because cruising is hot. It's fun. It's part of our history. It's part of our culture, and it's.
I feel like it's really popular to still like stigmatize Grindr and everything, and being like only like nasty.
Oh, I didn't realize that the little the lawn gnome that we love is balding. That's gonna be a funny look.
Yeah, he's both 16 and 45. Like,
Yeah.
it's a weird look. He's somehow pulling them both off.
Yeah.
It's like
Different light.
He's a child and a father. Like, he has both looks.
I'm a man, dad,
Yeah,
boy.
he's simultaneously.
He looks just left of Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Right.
He looks like he could be like, I like everybody.
Yeah, he's hairless. No chance of a mustache on this thing.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe his bush is all big, and that'd be hilarious.
It is possible. He's aerodynamic.
He goes,
to say the least.
lift me up by it like a suitcase.
Go home, and then they use it, and it's like that's what they do. That's how they get laid.
The profile says like, I hate this app.
Knowing that there's that technology there.
His underwear
Like, if
definitely says something on the buns.
Oh, yes. It's definitely like Diva. You go, Mark, I just noticed your underwear says Miss Thing.
Miss Thang.
He goes, do you like he's
He
in the
has
store?
Miss Thang underwear is perfect.
He goes, do you have the underwear with the Yas in the back? YAASSS.
I need a Yas Queen.
Oh, shit, that's funny.
Do you have the Slay Queen? Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
I'll take 3 pairs.
I see a cute guy in the bar, I'm gonna immediately get on like Grindr or Scruff and be like, "Well, is he on it?" Because I can just like say
His
hi
torsos.
there, or like just woof at him there, and then maybe he'll check it and see me across the bar.
How? Wait, I don't understand. It tells you. Wait a second. When you're on Grindr, it tells you who's in a bar with you.
Well, it'll say somebody's 100 feet away, 45 feet away, 2,000 feet away. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. It'll tell you their location.
How many feet away you are from Dick?
Yeah. Sometimes it'll
What
be
if
crazy.
what if Jay and I both got on Grindr and I was holding his dick and I went on Grindr? Would it be
You
like,
are 0 feet away.
You know what? It would be a great experiment.
It would.
But you'd
Let's do
have,
it.
you know, I don't
Give
know
me your
what
phone.
that would be.
Grinder each other while you're boofing.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
Oh,
it.
see where it overlaps. Where he goes, you've done it. You've won Grindr. You're
Yeah.
inside him.
That's what happens. You unlock the secret key.
Yeah, like,
and then
good
you're
job.
straight again.
Yeah, and
like
then
that's what'll happen.
you go
Then
home to your wife.
Yeah, that's it.
What's this guy's story?
Oh, sweet burn.
Acceptable.
Oh, Alana. Oh,
But
sorry.
There's parts of it that are like, oh, it's the future, and there's part of it, it's like, that's ridiculous.
For a girl who doesn't
Like the
like
amount of times-
dicks, why did she get 2 dick holes in her ears?
Ooh, boom.
Thanks, Dan.
I've lost with my friends just because they're on their cell phone the entire time. And I can't tell you how many dates I've been on with girls that are on their cell phone.
I'm
the
at a
entire
Liberty
time.
game. No one's
What? Let me tell
watching.
you right now.
Yeah.
What the hell is this documentary about?
Nothing.
Is it about people that are inconsiderate? Nothing has made any sense. She's like, I've been out to dates. People are on their phone. That's because you suck.
Yeah.
Look, you are boring.
Be better.
Be better. Compete. You're losing to the phone.
To give us stories.
Nobody's over 30 in this doc. That's the whole. To me, that's all about what idiots 20-somethings are. Nothing more.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with dating. They're just all awful.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with technology.
Yeah.
I've learned nothing about how the way technology's changed anything.
Yeah.
This is the most obvious shit. It's like, so now I can go on my phone and meet someone. It's like, yeah.
And other people are going like, I can't believe everybody's
Dude,
always
and what's
on their
mad
phones.
about this, there are people that have technology addictions where it's cool, where literally their parents have to take their computer away.
Yeah.
They're so, like without
addicted to
technology. I know people that get sent away to rehab for technology. There's a lot of cool angles you could take.
Yeah.
They've done nothing.
They just
No.
keep being like, some people like to
There's-
fuck. Some
That's
people
why I say I
don't.
think the documentary makers
Yeah.
know you're making people look stupid.
Dude, it's like, there are people that have to go to like an AA for their phone and just have to sit in a room all day and be like, I just started, using when I was like 9. I would take my parents. I would just start to go on. Like, these people are
all the guys who in this documentary are guys who, when this documentary came out, like you said, viewing parties. They had guys over, like, all right, here we go, guys.
Right.
My big debut. And it's like, you look like a knob the whole time.
I'm on HBO. I was a part of a very cool HBO documentary where they actually went out with us and they like really took it.
Play a little more of this guy.
I've been on a date with a girl. She was talking to this dude. She was kind of stringing along while we were going on our first couple dates. Because I've met girls that they're so involved.
Where does she have time for this between her aggressive blogging?
Oh, dude, I bet she loves comedy.
Internet or like
she's like my favorite comedian is Maya Angelou. And she is the best comedian that I know.
Anything outside of her is not funny. It's offensive.
It's not funny.
Scotch is the best brand for just really cranking your tits into your body with some tape.
Making this image of themselves, and they worry about more internet shit than like real life.
She changes her Twitter name every 3 days. This is
If I saw her at night, I would swear it was the drummer for Papa Roach.
Yeah, this is like, are you Sarah Black Lives Matter Johnson? Good to meet you.
This is the girl that annoyed the shit out of all of us.
Yeah, she cries because Tinder's all about sex, it seems. She's lost her hope in humanity.
It's all look, and here's the uggo, friend.
Meanwhile, could you be somebody that I'd want to talk to less in public while you're in public?
Yeah, you're just taking pictures of you and your friends. You're like, I want to talk to you.
Hey, can you take a picture of us? I think Tim really summed it up right. This documentary really is about nothing.
It's about it's literally about nothing.
They just go around in circles, bringing up different things.
It's literally about nothing. I cannot believe that HBO put this on the air. I don't know what I'm watching.
Yeah, I do love the call, though, that they're
setting us up for our live show.
The couple, the girl saying that was the most interesting part to me, right? When the girl said, I'm 27, so I figure we wouldn't do this past like 30.
Yeah.
And he's like, we could stop when we're 60. And it's just, he has nothing.
I'm more interested in like that relationship, that dynamic, than anything else that's going on.
Absolutely, because she's clearly not into it at all.
I didn't finish the documentary because, again, I see why none of us did. Yeah, I came a lot. Black Lou, do they go back to Kyle in Brooklyn with his threesome girlfriend?
I don't remember him coming back up in this.
Does Daniel come back up? Can you go to the end? Can we just real quick?
Yeah, is there like a wrap up of this?
Do you see anybody's dick from the California part?
Yeah, I just want California cock.
At the end of it, it's just if you wait till after the credits, it's just Cameron.
It looks like a porn where they just start jerking off.
They do go back to that Brooklyn couple? Oh, there he is. There's our guy. There's our guy voted most hateable on the documentary.
Keep going.
Here he is.
What if there's a dating app that was designed around how women perceive attraction? Like, what would that be different? What if you designed a dating app? What would it be like?
If I'm designing a dating app, I don't know. I feel like there's no way to get around the fact that men can just be fucking disgusting.
Absolutely.
And I think it's the fact that like women have always been seen as an object of pleasure or an object of
it's
like,
the two people that I like the least in this documentary are talking to each
I want
other.
to get behind. I want to get in the middle of this conversation and fucking Van Damme kick them both.
I want to do an old school Hulk Hogan headbutt where you grab one guy and another guy and clang them together.
Is the couple? See if you can find the couple.
Here we go.
Yes.
Yeah. Co-signer.
By the way, she looks better each time.
Yeah. There they are. New York, New York.
Nice view.
Yeah. It's winter now. It's not summer. They're a little more mundane.
I don't know. We were just drifting further and further apart. And like towards the end, it felt like we weren't even really like in a relationship.
I definitely became more distant. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, you used to like 4 or 5 times a day, I'd be like, I'm gonna marry you, you know that?
Ew.
I could have been delusional.
He was like, I was really broke.
He goes, your apartment had great AC.
Yeah, remember you used to buy me sushi after I said that every time?
He goes, I was like a fish at SeaWorld. You were feeding me.
He goes,
remember that?
He goes, but then your father died and they put a lien on your estate.
Yeah.
He goes,
and I was just like, I don't know. Things are different now.
She goes, like, when I had to go into rehab for oxys, you said you just felt different. He goes, yeah, I had to stay at my mom's for a month.
Yeah, it was just different.
Totally
I just remember eating paradise rolls with you. And
do you remember when you ordered that dragon? Do you remember when you ordered that dragon roll? And I was like, that's a lot on it.
You know?
Shredded crab on top.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was great. And then you let me have that girl that works at that Italian restaurant on the corner suck me off because we met her on Bumble.
Remember? And we told her to bring over leftovers, and she did.
Play it out.
I was just excited about having somebody to love. It's sweet.
All I wanted to do is just say, let's be friends, but let's keep it open-ended.
He went on a date on Friday. He got laid.
You got laid too. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I have gotten laid, but I didn't get laid on Friday on my date. He met on Tinder.
You downloaded Tinder too.
Okay, yeah.
You're just as guilty.
Tinder exhausts me. I'm so...
These people suck.
I just downloaded it so that I could judge people.
This is what New York is becoming. This is a documentary about fucking boring rich kids who now live in New York who are ruining the city.
Yes,
this is just these lobotomized
Tim,
losers.
our building is
the worst.
Like 3 or 4 older people have been there forever.
Yeah, Wayne and that twink are the only interesting things in the whole building.
Well, that's Wayne, but in my building where me and Christine live, it's us, and then it is now only like 21, 22-year-old NYU kids.
And they're all boring.
It's a fucking dormitory now.
Yeah.
It's not even that. There's just 30 kids in every apartment.
You're going to see me there soon just throwing money around.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Tim's just going to have a giant net, and he's going to have fucking money with hooks on them. He goes, there you go, got one. Yeah, this documentary was confusing. It just was a bunch of hateable people. And it made me...
What's the end of their story?
Yeah, what is...
I just want to go home.
I just want to go home.
And then I just left. So, I'm not like... I don't know. I just wanted to, someone to talk to for like an hour. But I don't know. Tinder is exhausting. I don't want to.
Nothing good happens from Tinder.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys meet on Tinder?
Well, we met on Tinder.
And it just ends.
Yeah.
Just
By the way,
abruptly,
in the editing room,
documentary.
they're like, that'll be a clever way.
There you go. Oh, that's a good button.
That's good. Well, it's The Sopranos and that. It's The Sopranos, The Wire, and that. Great.